Yo, what's up? Hey, Me6 says we're live. This is Johnny Beane. Welcome. This is Johnny Beane TV. If this is your first time here, you want to smash that subscribe button. You want to smash that thumbs up. It's January 20th, 2023, 8:38 p.m. Eastern, 5:38 Pacific, out here in Santa Cruz, where we are currently in one piece. Thankfully. So, yeah, we're going to talk some Kramer guitars tonight. So, get ready. All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
Let's see. All right, hopefully we can do this right. Here we go. Let's play some intros here. Hey, this is Billy Sheehan. You're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Hola, amigos. This is your bass player, Billy Sheehan. You're watching me right here on my dear friend, John. It went away.
Oh, no.
Hey, this is Cody Van Halen, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV.
Hey folks, Niels Lozauer here. Check out my good friend Johnny Beane TV.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo!
Hey Johnny, how are you? Wish you right now.
Speaking of NAMM, we'll be at NAMM. Making plans. Somebody found the mute button.
What's that?
Hey, dudes.
What's going on?
What's happening? What's going on?
I keep hearing music from everywhere. What is that?
Yeah, there's supposed to be background music going on. There we go. There it is. You guys, I'm looking over here. My camera's like facing this way. I'm facing that way. It's very weird. I just got a brand new monitor, you guys. It's like yay big. And we just got it hooked up. That's why we had to kick the show back a little bit. But welcome, you guys. Actually, let's just do this. Let's do that.
Whoa.
That might be a little better. How's that? That looks more like I'm looking at the camera, I think. Thank you so much. Hey, Dan Gorman, Bo Band, R2R3. What's up, dudes? You guys, we're gonna talk Kramer guitars. We have a lot of awesome stuff. So again, smash that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. Before we start though, let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on Johnny Beane TV, here on YouTube. Man, there's a lot of weird echo going on. Channel membership. That is a thing, and the top tier, they get their names read at the top of every show, and they are, let's hit the loop button, Stephen Franklin, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and J Cat, Thomas Santiago, Guitarman 45, Sherman Callahan, Thomas Santiago, John Moronic, R. Habs, David Allen Wright, Warleg, Michael B. Live, and we also have some top tier and some brand new ones. Patty Dill, Anthony Bertrico, Alex Radford, Conspiracy Music, Rob Blackmore, the official Rob Blackmore. And hey, Rob, I got your message earlier, and I hope you got my response. Robbie Stingle, Six Fingered Assault, Sean Shreds, Kurt Rocks, Matt's Tube of You, Amanda Peters, CC, OU812, and Janice Lala. That's the top tier of channel members and newest channel members here on Johnny Beane TV. So again, if you'd like to help support the channel, support these shows, consider becoming a channel member. And really quickly, there's the graphic I should have used. There it is. But also, if you'd like to help out, back here, this is called, look at, man, that's like really bright. This is an awesome monitor. Just gonna be able to find, there we go. Usually I'm like over here. It's like it's very weird. But hey, this is the Guitar Noir, and those lights change with any super chats, any donations towards the channel. And if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so with super chats. You get your name highlighted in the chat. You get a shout out on Twitter, and it's awesome. So, speaking of Twitter, we're live on Twitter at Johnny Beane. We're also live on Facebook, Johnny Beane TV Facebook page. We have Facebook Stars, which is a digital gift that helps in the production of these shows. We're also live in the exclusively Van Halen group at 62,000 members, EVH Gear Fans Live group, EVH Gear Fans Live page, and Johnny Beane TV group also. So, all the way from Echoland, Robbie Stingle.
It's Kramer time!
Where it's Kramer time.
Right here for you.
We got to get you a pair of headphones, Robbie. And a haircut.
Friends don't let friends get friends haircuts.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's happening, Johnny?
Great, man. Great. It was great talking to you earlier, too.
Always good at talking to Johnny.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And all the way from, is it Georgia?
Georgia, yes, sir.
Georgia. We got OE812, a.k.a.
What's up?
Ryan.
That would be me.
Hey, what's going on? What's the weather like in Georgia tonight?
It was a little cooler today, probably down to about 40 in the morning and warmed up to, 60 or so. So pretty nice day in Georgia.
Wow.
Can't complain.
Man, I woke up complaining. Are you okay?
It was warmer here than it was for you in California, I think, right?
Oh, dude, it was like 39 degrees this morning. And if you guys follow me on Twitch, I sit here, and it was freezing. Freezing. I actually called it early. Was it last night? Because it was so cold. I couldn't take it sitting out here anymore. R2R3, thank you so much for the $1, man. Look at that. See?
R2. Now you can redo your member graphic.
There we go. Yeah, that's another thing I gotta redo. Channel members, there they are.
I know Octopus Ears was getting on to you the other day.
Wow, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, that'll all be updated and everything. Hopefully by this weekend, I think. So there we go. Right on.
So everybody's saying hey in the chat, saying hey back to everybody. Can't type back to everybody. So hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody, smash that thumbs up. Let's see, who do we got here? We got Thomas Santiago, channel member. We got Holly Lewis. Blue is awesome. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Well, right there. There you go. You guys, Johnny Beane official merchandise. There's a shelf right below here on YouTube, or you can go to Johnny Beane it's either johnnybeane.shop, I think, and you can get merchandise. You can get cups, T-shirts, onesies are available. Patty is here. Hey, Patty. We got Dwight Bailey. Is that Dwight the Hitman Bailey? Maybe. What's up, dude?
Yo.
Hey, what's up? We got Bob Band. Hey, what's up, Johnny? What do you think of the Night Swan guitars? I think they look great. I think actually that's an excellent question for Kramer time. I always thought it was interesting. It was interesting that it would have the it would have two humbuckers, one in the bridge and one like in the middle, right? That's the Night Swan, isn't it? Robbie, somebody.
Well, I thought had that confirmed stop.
Oh,
We're
no.
talking Ewok.
Oh, my
Of course,
God.
the guitar in its current form, I cannot speak for.
What? Actually,
Might
let's
be
find
easier to find a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, let's find a picture of one of these things. Kramer Night Swan guitar.
Making
I know.
Robbie all riled up.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh crap! Why did I just save that? Hang on. Okay, here we go. All right, you guys. This is the Kramer Night Swan. Look at that. This is the what? Vivian Campbell, I think played this model. But yeah, you got a pickup in the bridge, humbucker, and you got a humbucker in the middle, which is very interesting. I played one. Oh man, we're going on 25 years ago because the shop I worked at got a bunch of. I think they took part in that fire sale that you were talking about, Robbie, and they. We actually had all kinds of Kramer parts that we were putting guitars together of actual, the actual stuff. And I remember building one of these and playing it and thinking it was pretty interesting how it had the two humbuckers like that. But Bob Band. Oh, it's Bow Band, or is it Bob and? I'm gonna say Bow Band. Bow Band is asking what do we think of the Night Swans? I think they look cool. Very interesting about the pickups again. Mm-hmm. Robbie, what do you know about these guitars being from Kramer guitars, and that it is Kramer time?
That's right. It is. It's Kramer time. So I was there when we got those first ones coming in for the ESP. And that was the guitar. It was a neck through or glued on neck. You couldn't really tell because it's all painted. But we couldn't get the action down on Floyd Rose. I was actually there. We tried everything. We put the saddles on a belt sander till they were breaking apart at the pivot points. We tried adjusting. That didn't do much. We tried slamming the bridge down, but we couldn't get the action down as much as we wanted to, and that's when we taped the body off and routed the top, and so we could lower the Floyd Rose into the body to get the body down.
Sorry, that was recessed but still decked. Not enough floating. It was just recessed enough, but still decked, right?
That's hard to say. I think it was floating at that point, but we didn't do it so you could raise up on the bar. We did it because we couldn't get the action down. Because at the ESP factory, when they built those things, they didn't have the precise angle, to the neck to the body, which is something you do with a bolt-on guitar. You can shim the neck, and you can get it so it's really low.
These guitars are bolt-on.
They are?
Because I built one, yeah.
Oh, no kidding. So what?
What?
Anybody knows anything about Kramer?
I'm talking about the Stage Master. Right.
Oh, the stage. Okay.
So
Nobody
just
those.
Forget the past 5 minutes of everything you said.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, I'm not absolutely perfect. They were later on. They were later on down the line. Right.
Yeah, those were later. Here, let's. I can. Okay, let's go over here.
Wait, I got this. I deserve this.
I wonder how that second pickup sounds in that position where it is. I'm thinking that it would probably sound something in between a bridge and a neck pickup.
There you go.
Anybody?
There you go. Yeah, it's an interesting setup. I mean, like I said, I slapped one together out of new old stock parts. So I remember playing it, and I want to say the one that we had was possibly, you can't see where I'm pointing. What was this? Was the polka dot? But original though, not one of the newer ones. Like I'm talking 1996 is when we were working on those.
R2 R3 says it sounds like a muffled fart. Have you actually played one, R2 R3?
Oh man!
Because I would think that it would just be a little bit darker than a bridge pickup because it's only moved up, the width of a pickup.
Well, it depends what pickup you're using, of course.
Somebody said they were both JBs. So,
Yeah, so they at the factory, the JBs all had a Leco 5 magnet, so that would make it, more tinny, more trebly.
So I don't remember what the switch. Can we see a switch on here? I don't remember what.
Well, he said that he
switching-
just bought one, right? So he could tell us how the switching works.
Somebody just bought one?
Yeah, isn't that what he had said? Somebody did.
Bow band?
Yeah, I think so.
You just bought one of those? One of the newer ones? Let me see. Let's get a good shot of the front. Oh, there's a switch right there. Okay.
Yeah, he says it's a 3-way switch.
Yeah. Here, let's do this. Share screen. There we go. There's a good close-up. Okay, so the switch is right here. It's like hidden by that graphic there on this particular one. So yeah, I do remember it was like a 3-way, almost like a Gibson like box switch or whatever.
But still,
I'm
what does the middle position do? I wonder. Does it split the outer coils or does it?
That I don't remember.
Now the middle is both pickups.
Oh, is it both full-blown humbuckers?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, at the factory, the ones I use the mini toggles. I don't use those big Gibson switches with the bigger hole you have to drill and all that. But I'd imagine they're using that switch on these.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm thinking you could get some pretty interesting tones out of that if you were to do some coil cuts, especially with the position of that second pickup there. But I don't remember there being any coil cuts involved in this. I mean, it was just 3-way switch. Maybe, bridge and then both and then I guess the top one. I guess. I mean, if anybody has one of these, send us a text. Let us know. We do have a phone number here.
That's how I wire my 3-way
that.
switches.
Well, I guess you think about it. I mean, it's just the same 2 pickups that you would have in any guitar. It's just moved down, so why wouldn't the switch be the same? But yeah, I think it would be very interesting sounding. I think I saw one of these at my local guitar store. I may go check it out.
One of the newer ones?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a polka dot one.
Oh, cool.
If I'm thinking of the right model.
That's cool.
I wonder if I could go buy it, bring it home and make a video and then return it.
Of course. Actually, Guitar Center does have... I see these. Now, why didn't I think of this? Guitar Center has these. I could actually go play one on Monday and actually go live and do a video with it. Because they have one. They have the polka dot, which would be, I guess, the Vanderberg. Right? Is he the one that played one? This one here. Guitar Center has these. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if somebody reminds me, if somebody drops Everybody, how many people here? We got 53 people. If everybody, once we're done here on playback, drop a comment below. Say, Johnny, don't forget to try the Night Swan. Play the Night Swan, and I will do it.
Well, does it have the description of the guitar? Does it have a push-pull or anything? Does it say in there? In the
It should. Here we go. Let's see. Electronics. Configuration, humbucker. Seymour, okay, it says Seymour Duncan humbucker. 3-way switch.
Just a master volume and a 3-way switch.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you'd think it was coil tapped or split, it would say.
Right. I mean, that's the thing though, is you can wire. I mean, you could rewire the thing.
Oh yeah, you can always do whatever you wanted
and make it really cool.
Robbie could get a vintage Floyd Rose and put on it.
Yeah, those are awesome. Holly Lewis, Ryan Hall. Ian's Guitar Shack. Hey, man. Quentin James. Kurt Rocks. Patty. Good to see you guys. Edwin. Stephen Franklin. Wow, good to see you guys. Yeah, don't forget, smash that thumbs up. How many thumbs ups do we got? We got 20. We got 50 watching. We got 20 thumbs ups. Let's see if we can get to at least 30 thumbs ups. And thank you, Janice. Janice just sent me a tweet saying, play the Night Swan. Janice,
well,
you're
you
awesome.
did say to remind you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Janice is awesome, man. Because anytime I say, hey, please, help out or whatever, Janice. Here, I'm going to show that, Janice. Here we go.
I'm wondering if you ever ordered the picks.
No, I didn't, because I have to design them. I have to actually design them and stuff.
I should have kept reminding you.
So I will do that. But thank you, Janice, on Twitter. JRLALLA. Play the Night Swan. There we go. Thank you so much, Janice. Hey, JB. What? Okay, somebody just texted me, play the Night Swan. Okay, and then I just got a message on WhatsApp, which you guys add me on WhatsApp. Really, if you need to get a hold of me, especially at 3:30 in the morning, WhatsApp is the way you want to do it. So all you do is just add my phone number, 415-952-32632 to WhatsApp. And I accept you as a WhatsApp friend, and we become friends. And you can call me anytime you want, like Robbie does. Anytime. Anytime. Except he doesn't call me on WhatsApp. He calls me on, what's that thing called?
The Discord.
Discord. Right? Okay. Okay, where is it? Hang on. I downloaded... I've got I downloaded a couple, like 3 new apps to my phone, and it totally like screws your entire phone around. Here we go. Oh no, don't, I can't show that. R2, I can't show that right now, at least. Okay, where is it? Okay, WhatsApp. Let's see. Hey, Johnny. What? Okay, Six Fingered Assault just sent this in. Okay, hey Johnny, thought the group would like to see this. Having a look at this Women and Children First poster, hand signed by all 4 members of Van Halen.
Sweet.
Really? Oh, so you're gonna buy that? Let me see. How do I, here we go. Okay. All right. I mean, it just looks like the poster, but I guess it's signed. Like if you look really close, like if you look on Roth's arm, you can see Michael Anthony's signature. on his arm there. Looks like there's another one.
Yeah!
Sorry, it's blurry. There we go. Okay. Oh. David. Okay, what's weird, though, is everybody signed, like, they didn't sign on themselves. So that's what's kind of weird to me. Dave. Okay. Are you sure this is legit? Okay, I see Edward's signature. What? Oh, okay. Okay, what's weird is they all signed, like Michael and Edward signed on Roth's arm. That's Michael's signature on oh, that's fine. There's Edward's signature on the arm right there. Curtis, I just got your message on WhatsApp. Thank you, man. And then it looks like Alex and Dave there. I mean, I guess it could be legit, but what's weird to me is the placement of their signatures not signing on themselves. You know what I mean? Does that seem kind of weird to you guys? Like, let's say if somebody, walked up with a photo of the three of us, like if I were to sign my name on Robbie, does that make sense?
I would sign mine right over your face. So, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Chances are they were in a hurry and whatnot. Just sign the thing, get it over with.
I will say the Michael Anthony signature does look legit to me. The Edward does look legit. The Roth is kind of hard to see. The Alex, to me, I could go, I don't know. That one I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, somebody was saying maybe that was the only place you could see the signature, maybe the shade of the ink they were using. That's where they had to put it. Because did they all sign it like there? I think I saw one on an arm or something.
Why wouldn't they sign it like above their heads there? Why would they all sign like on his arm and then on his jumpsuit? That doesn't make sense to me. That's really weird. So who sent this? Six Fingered Assault. He says it's authentic. He looked it up. Okay.
He says if you look at a lot of pictures with Ed and Roth, they sign over the top of each other. That's what Six Fingered says.
Okay. I mean, hey, like I said, the Michael signature does look legit to me because I literally have 20 of his signatures because I've met him literally 20 times. The Edward, the Edward does look somewhat legit to me too. But the placement of the signature is just really weird. But hey, congratulations, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's very cool.
I need to find some stuff like that for my walls here. My walls are bare.
Mm-hmm.
Something to complete the man cave.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You guys can't see. I've got an Edward signed Different Kind of Truth framed right here, the album. They sent that to me. I've got that, and then I've got a pair of Stuart Copeland drumsticks that are signed over here. I've got a Charlie Chaplin photo on the wall over here. Not signed. It'd be cool if it was.
What about that other guitar player who's one of your very good friends? Is that Johnny Beane?
Oh, him? I have literally hundreds of things that he's written his name on. I actually have a guitar that he signed for me. I've got all kinds of stuff.
Cool.
I do have a poster, actually, that I could actually get framed. So maybe like right here. Yeah, sorry, you guys can't see where I'm pointing, but well, actually, let's just do this. I've got this brand new monitor, and it's much easier to do this. Check this out. Okay. All right, see, yeah, there's the Chaplin picture I'm telling you about. And then there's the Different Kind of Truth signed by Edward.
Which is
right
no
there.
longer on iTunes.
And then, yeah, and then there's the drumsticks there.
Sweet.
And then next to that is actually my old dog Howie's collar and his leashes. Right there. Oh, and there's my computer. Ooh.
Fancy.
There we go. Oh, and there's my light. There we go. There we go. All right. So you guys got a little bit of
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. There, that's kind of cool. Very cool. Wow, this is awesome. What were we even talking about? I don't know.
We were talking about Kramer guitars.
Oh, because it is
Kramer time.
It is. Okay, so let's see. So again, if you guys remind me Monday, and I'll go live from Guitar Center, and I will play A Night Swan. I will switch in between all the settings, and you guys will be able to hear it, because I see that Night Swan all the time there, and I don't think I've ever plugged into one, but it'll be interesting. It'll be cool. Okay, let's see.
Looking forward to it, Johnny.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be, let's see, Monday. What's my schedule? I'm getting ready to whoa, Fernando.
Whoa.
Fernando. Hey, dude, great to see you, man. Fernando is a longtime friend. We go all the way back to the MySpace days. Happy New Year, guys. Hey, JB, anything planned for the 26th? Edward's birthday. Oh, and rest in peace, Jeff Beck. Fernando, thank you so much for your support of the channel and these shows. Anything planned for the 26th? Oh, well, I mean, definitely, let's see, what day is that? That's Thursday. That's Thursday. I will be here, so we'll do some sort of show that day.
When do you leave for Gibson?
Definitely. I leave for Nashville. When do we leave for Nashville? Next Sunday. The 29th. All right, so I'm traveling all day on the 29th. The 30th, Monday, I'm there. 31st, I am there. And then February 1st, I come back here. It's a Wednesday. Let's see, flight, cool. I have to remember all this stuff.
I'm sure Janice will send you a message and remind you.
Yeah, Janice, please send me a tweet reminding me of my schedule. It's crazy. Janice is saying happy birthday. What? Whose birthday is it? Okay, Fernando, thank you again, man. Thank you so much. So yeah, the 26th, we'll do a show here. We'll do something for Edward. And then don't forget, this Monday I'll go to Guitar Center and I will play the Night Swan.
Speaking of Edward's birthday, what's this I'm reading recently? Am I just misunderstanding what I'm reading? I didn't really read the whole thing, but what's the guy's name that played on Beat It with him? If I wasn't talking about it, I could have remembered his name. Lukather. Lukather is saying that Eddie was actually... Lukather. Yeah. He's saying that Eddie is actually 2 years older than everybody thought he was. Did you read that?
Well, I didn't read it. I saw it. I watched the actual video of it.
Oh, okay.
But that is true. Because what he's talking about is when Van Halen, when they first came out, Roth told everybody, hey, say you're 2 years younger than you actually are, because it'll make them look better. So that actually confused a lot of people for a lot of years and ended up being a real problem for them over the years. You guys know I always say I'm 29, which is actually not true. I'm actually 39.
Yeah, and I'm 19.
I just envelope it into old.
You talking about me or you?
Oh, definitely me. I got 10 years on you.
At least.
At least, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, this week Johnny got over 5 million views on YouTube.
Whoa! I surpassed 5 million views.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I think the thing is we just noticed it this week. I think it happened. It probably happened maybe a couple weeks ago or something. But we just
I don't know about a couple. I think maybe this week. I don't know about 2 though, because I kind of look at that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Let me
How many
actually.
views do I have, Robbie?
I'm not sure. I check on my phone, but I think you're somewhere around 20-something thousand.
I think it's more 40-something thousand.
Oh, it's 40-something?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm wrong. Today I broke 30,000. So
Nice.
Oh, congratulations.
Amanda Peters, what's going on?
Hey, Amanda. Awesome.
Amanda.
We got to make sure everybody subscribes to Robbie. So let me put Robbie in the. There we go.
Well, I hit 169 subscriptions today also.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Thank you for everybody that subscribes. Thank you for watching the stuff I do. I just am never going to be boring. I can promise you that. No boredom allowed.
You mean on your channel?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, guess what? I got something in the mail today.
Wow.
And
I have it right here.
Oh, you have an unwrapping to do.
Yeah. I was going to call it unbagging.
Yeah, that works.
Nobody unbags, but they do now.
Is it a new pillow? It looks fluffy.
It's from my sister. So let's open it up here. God, jeez. Badger in here, maybe. Oh, look at this.
Oh, it is a pillow.
Oh.
Always my brother, forever my friend, from my sister Lori.
No, wait a minute. I think the pillow was just for packaging sake. She sent you some painter's tape.
Ha ha ha.
See it right there on the front?
Oh.
Oh. That's awesome, man.
Very cool.
Look at that. You're holding the Starbucks.
My sister. She's got our names here. Lori and Rob. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's nice. And it's the same on the other side, too?
Yes, yeah.
You and your sister are named Rob Lowe.
No, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as Low Rob myself. Not that Rob Lowe's bad. I mean, he had a show on Fox. It's 911 Lone Star. It's pretty good. But, you know, hey, everybody liked to hate him in Wayne's World, right? You know, the super creep. But, oh, this is nice. Oh, very comfy. Okay.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Now, Robbie always has somewhere to rest his head.
Wow. Very
Yes.
nice, man.
Official unbagging.
Very nice. Let's see. I know.
Kramer time to sleepy time.
Everybody, wake up, please. Yeah, don't go to bed yet. It's not that time yet. Okay. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice, Robbie. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me check my my notes here. Okay, a couple things. Let's see. Should we do this one? Yeah, let's do this one next. Okay, our friend Greg Renoff posted this to his Twitter feed. I guess it was this morning. Today's the night. Oh, yesterday. This was posted yesterday. Okay. Yesterday morning. Nice clear footage, perhaps new, of Edward Van Halen performing in 1986 at the Kramer. Technically, it's called the Kramer NAMM Jam in Chicago with Neil Schon and John Entwistle has surfaced. Says it's a fun watch. Now, let's see. I'll do some stills here if I can. No, it doesn't want to switch. Actually, we'll just do this. We'll try this. Okay. It doesn't want to play at all. Okay, what we'll do, what I'll do is I'll put a link to that in the, here we go. Copy. We'll throw that into the chat here for you guys. Check that out and send him a tweet saying, hey, Johnny Beane sent me. There we go. There's the link to it. It's very cool, clean footage. It looks awesome. It sounds great too. It's very clean, so it's very nice. There's the link to the video right there in the chat. Yeah, the spinning circle of death. Yeah, I don't know why that was happening, but anyway, there's the link. There's the link in the chat. So check it out. Tell Greg that we sent you. And it's really cool stuff. It's Edward playing I'm assuming just a Kramer that was there at the show. He's not playing his regular guitar. And actually, you guys have seen, if I can find a photo really quickly, you guys have seen photos of him there. Eddie Van Halen NAMM Show 1986. Okay, here we go. You guys have all seen this photo here. That one. So basically, it's footage of this jam right here. Which, yeah, I know it's a little blurry. There you go. It's a little better. Neil Schon, John Entwistle. There we go. And see, there's Edward. He's playing a white Kramer.
Strange to see him with just a regular guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there he is. So anyway, that video footage is from this. And again, the footage, I mean, it's kind of little, it's not super close up, but the audio is very clean. Like you can really hear him play. It sounds great. It sounds great. Looks like a pacer, the guitar fret zone says. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a later one because I think it's a pointy headstock.
Does that have a single coil by the neck?
I think it's 2 humbuckers. Yeah. Here, let me actually see if I can find a better. Okay, this actually takes us to a Who page because of Entwistle. Wow, there's a lot of info on this page.
Amanda says she came up with a new Kramer design today.
Oh, awesome.
Body shape or finish?
Very cool, Amanda. Okay, here's the photo right here. Oh, man, this website has a lot of stuff on it.
If it's a graphic design, it's probably just the dude chugging his coffee.
Yeah, those new avatars are fun. All right. Robbie, this is the best I can do right now with this photo. Has 2 humbuckers.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. That looks like a pacer, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Very cool. Yeah, but very cool footage, you guys. So again, check it out. Here it is in the chat, and tell Greg Renoff that we sent you.
Got a question for Robbie in the chat. Scambot Terminator. Have you ever seen a Kramer from the late 80s with 3 single coil pickups? I used to own one and regret ever selling it.
I don't know about late 80s. I know they had some of those in 81 and 82 that you could get. And then there's a bunch of import ones like that come out of, like, in the later 80s. It could probably be, something coming out of Korea. Aerostar or something like that.
Oh, a Strat. Kramer.
Yeah, well, earlier on, they did that 3 single coil Strat thing, Kramer, in like 81, maybe 82. Then they fell off that, pretty quickly.
He's saying one of those Kramer STs.
Oh, that's a Striker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all out of Korea.
How long did ESP make the Focus line? I think you said that they made those, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. ESP had Focus going in late 84, mostly 85, until they changed the headstock shape in 85. So if you get one with a thicker banana, that's really good. Some of them even have, original Fernandez bridges on them. So, I mean, a bridge is worth $2,000,
wow.
But they made parts for Kramer, I believe, right up to the end, the bitter end. So they went from 85 to, 89-ish, 88, 89. So, yeah, they did a lot. But the thing about it was the 3-piece necks, the pointy 3-piece necks, as they were good necks, they were 3 pieces because it was smaller pieces of wood to glue together. It has nothing to do with neck strength like they try to tell people.
Mm-hmm.
But the Focus necks are 1 piece. They just have like the tip glued, or the top tip glued on the headstock. It's like 1 piece of wood, and it's non-tilt. So actually, if you're talking pointy necks, if you get the Focus neck that's non-tilt, it's actually a better neck. I've had a few of those that I worked on. They're really good. ESP. Back then, ESP was the king. You could not beat those years, especially from 79 to 85.
Mm-hmm.
That's where those are the necks that I will use from ESP.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you have some of those too?
Oh, sure. Hell, this one's an ESP right here. Reverse fucking Grail. Excuse my language. Sorry, I'm going to get dinged for that. This reverse Grail neck is stamped on the heel. It's like 1982 when they made this thing. I got this from John Mancuda, believe it or not, for $850. It needed a lot of work, but these reverse Grails. The only thing rarer is a reverse Grail maple fingerboard. And of course, it would be maple, the whole neck's maple. The skunk's right through the truss rod. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. This whole guitar. 1982 rejected body because of the squared off edges, made by Sports. See that route? 2-piece maple, narrow neck plate, flat black Floyd Rose first run. It's a beautiful guitar. Absolutely beautiful.
Doesn't get much better, does it, Robbie?
Well, because you're talking about something that they decided not to build. So it makes it like rarer than rare, you know? So I absolutely love the thing. It's not the feedback monster like a lot of my guitars. You know I love feedback. The more out of hand it is, the better. But this is a little mellower with that, but it didn't squeal because of the maple, because this pickup, you know, the 78 custom shop Seymour Duncan wound by Marcelo Juarez, fits so tight into this body. I had to put a cloth over it and gently tap it in with a hammer. So it's in there really tight, and that stops all the vibrations for bad feedbacks. You get really good feedback tones out of it. That was very important to me. Because you could pay $20,000 for a Grail guitar, plug it into an all-tube rig like mine, and then it'll just squeal like a pig back at you. I would consider it unplayable. So I was so happy that this one, it worked out to where I could play it. It's got good feedback. You just have to wait a half second, you know. It's not like right away on every fret, on every note, anytime you want it, split 4 times, you know, which I love. But yeah, so, yeah, ESP, man. The neck radius on this, it's just a little bit bigger than the Ibanez, and it's comfortable. Like some people don't like those Ibanez Wizards. They're too thin. But this one's like just the right, you know? And I didn't even really slam the action on this. Well, it's kind of slammed on the E side. But if you look at the high E, for me that's kind of high. But it played so good, I didn't care. I'll tell you what, it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, you know, for me, those years of ESP, you can get them. They sold them to Chandler. They sold them to J Frog, starting at 79. Bananas, you know, nice. And of course, this the Grail shape, the Grail shape on the headstock. It's like wonderful. I love it. Yeah,
that's cool. Right on, man. So are you? I'm gonna assume that you're just as big a fan as the reverse as you are like the regular.
Oh yeah, sure.
That makes sense. Because personally, myself, I'm not a fan of reverse headstocks at all. At all. I don't care. I don't care for them whatsoever. But I know some of you 80s guitar dudes, you love them because of people like George Lynch.
This was way before George Lynch. They didn't make a George Lynch model for a short amount of time till 85. This was way before him. You know? Yeah.
Well, I would think that it would serve a purpose, though, because if you have a reverse banana, then your E string is going to be a lot longer, correct? Your low E?
Well, this is true, but once you lock the locking nut, it doesn't matter.
Oh, this is true. I'm thinking of a non-locking.
Yeah, if it was non-locking, yeah, it would make a difference. But
yeah.
Like on Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
I like it, you know. But you know, I don't like reverse pointies. I don't like reverse Jacksons. It has to be like 82 to 85 Grail banana shape, because after 85 they changed it. They made the banana stubbier. Yeah, it gets murky.
Now, if you had a double neck guitar and you were making it look like somebody's feet on the bottom, then you would need a reverse one so that the feet stuck out like that.
Oh, like the Rick Nielsen.
Yeah, the Cheap Trick guitarist.
Yeah. Those are hammers. Those are hammers.
Yep.
But it would be easier to get to the bottom 6 strings of that 12 string. because that was always a problem with the Gibson, and they're so close together. It makes it kind of difficult. Mm-hmm. And especially with the Gibson, it's constantly going out of tune anyway. I mean, that's a guitar that you got to be on the fly. Back in the day, in the 70s when we were jamming, it was like there wasn't really a big thing on perfect tune. It was always kind of a little out, and half the time you had to retune on the fly. That's one of the reasons why I purposely played Almost Cut My Hair last night for David Crosby, of course. I did that out of tune on purpose so it would sound like what it was like when we were playing when we were kids, And, I mean, on that account, I know that a lot of people didn't like him. He was kind of an idiot a lot of times. But you can't take away stuff like Deja Vu from him, because he was hanging out with Jerry Garcia. He was hanging out with Jorma Kaukonen, Paul Kantner. He was hanging out with Frank Zappa, He was hanging out with all those guys, Jerry Garcia, right where Johnny lives right now. That's when all that stuff was happening back in like the late 60s, early 70s, and they all knew
the Haight-Ashbury area of San Francisco.
Oh yeah, they all knew each other. They were all contributing to each other's music. The only reason that Zappa took longer to get known is because his stuff was kind of out there, and the rest of them, they wanted to be more streamlined, and that's why their music is more like contemporary. And he took a little longer to take off. But when I was a kid, Deja Vu, big influence. Of course, I learned every song and every album that I liked. And I played a lot of that, but that's how I look at it. You got to separate the music from the person. If the music is good, it's good music. If the person's not so great, that's unfortunate, but it doesn't take away from the music. At least that's how I look at it.
I wonder if he ever played a Kramer.
Huh?
Said I wonder if he ever played a Kramer.
I don't know. Through the years, I'm not sure. There was a time when everybody played a Kramer, when they were giving Kramers away to everybody, and everybody played one at one point.
Yeah, but that was like everybody that was like hair metal in the 80s, and he wasn't hair metal. I mean, he was hairy, but he wasn't hair metal.
It wasn't just hair metal people. You had like Nancy Wilson, you had like other people.
But they had the hair metal look at that time. Yeah. They had that look. I mean, it goes with the look. I will say, my friend Alex Skolnick, he posted a tribute on Facebook, and was it him? It was Skolnick. Actually, there was a lot of tributes. Jeff Watson from Night Ranger posted a tribute as well to David Crosby, and I think it was Watson's. I think it was his Facebook where he actually posted, and I'm not going to show it because it has nothing to do with Kramer, but he actually posted it was like a family tree of like bands, and it started with, each dude like Crosby, Stills, Nash, and it showed all the different bands that they spawned over the years. It was like a huge family tree of like bands and songs and stuff. So he definitely was one of the big musicians and songwriters of our time, definitely.
With me, it kind of stopped with the first CSN album, and then Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Deja Vu. After that, I thought that it just wasn't the same what they were doing. But those are the albums that influenced me. And of course, there were some Byrds albums he was on too. So he was part in starting that band.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was looking at that list, and it was a pretty impressive list. But I mean, I'll admit I wasn't a huge fan of his music, and I knew him. Actually, the way I discovered David Crosby was actually, I used to watch that show Rosen, in the 90s. And he was on an episode of Roseanne. That's how I knew him, was from that. You know? But I do remember hearing him on the radio years ago. And if we want to take it back to Van Halen, there actually is video footage of him and Eddie standing next to each other at the Guitar Center. That Guitar Center that I was just in Hollywood, there's actually footage of them hanging out together. Let me see if we can actually find that. I'll show you guys that. Maybe. What would that be? Or if anybody wants to send me the link, if you know what I'm talking about, text that link. If you guys want to help us out, 415-952-3263 is the number. What year was that? That was like 92, maybe. If I can find it, I'll show it. If I can find it, though, it'll be a miracle if I can actually find that.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We have a guest, Johnny.
Hey, Zora. Hey, Zora. All right, I'm looking. I'm not seeing it, but if anybody knows, if you know what I'm talking about, if you can send us the link, we'll show it. But there is video of Edward and David Crosby standing right next to each other. I want to say it's 1992, 3 somewhere.
They both happen to be in there getting guitar strings or something.
No, it's a it was like some sort of like ceremony. It wasn't just them. There was a whole bunch of people standing there. But in the video, you actually see Edward and David Crosby standing right next to each other in the video. And then let's see. We actually just got a text here. Somebody asking a question. Let's see if we can pull that up real quick. What can you tell me? Let's see. What can you tell me about this Kramer F6000? Let's show that. Let's try to show it. It's not going to work. I'm going to have to do it from here.
Oh, hello.
Here we go. Thank you for sending.
Oh, goody.
Let's see. Well, first off, I can tell you, I used to have, I had a couple of these years ago because I used to buy parts off eBay and slap guitars together. So I definitely had at least 1 or 2 of these before the F6000. There's the body right there. Pretty weird graphic. Looks like someone taking a photo.
Thank goodness they had clothes on.
I really had to look to make sure before I showed it. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So those guitars, before we ask Robbie, I'll tell you guys, those bodies are very, very, they're very big. Like the... Here, let's grab this guitar here. Here we go. Here's a modern day Kramer Beretta Special. Okay, so on the F like 6000s, the horns are like very, very like thick. They're like, and like it's like a very fat guitar, whereas this is like a more normal, you know, the more normal shape or this, I guess, standard shape of what you would call this stuff, I guess. I don't know. What do you think, Robbie? What do you think of those F?
Well,
thousands?
I mean, first of all, it doesn't say focus on a headstock. So I don't know if it's really an older one. If it's a newer one, that would make sense that they would put that logo on a headstock and not say focus on it. Another thing is...
This is an older one.
This is.
Yeah, I had them. I had a couple of these back in the... Oh, hang on. All right, they're saying they bought this in '85. Is what they're saying. Oh,
Really?
okay, here we go.
Does
Stop
it have a
texting. There we go.
Well,
I don't want to accidentally show your phone number. All right,
in
there you go.
'85, they weren't using that logo. There was a block logo. Now, and another thing I want to ask them is, does it have a barrel jack on it or a jack plate?
I want to say these had the barrel jacks. I mean, you can't see it.
If that had the barrel jack, it is not a focus.
I want to say there was a barrel jack.
If that has a barrel jack, it's not a focus. All focuses had barrel jacks.
Okay, but it's not a focus, but it was called F. They were called F, just F. Like if you look.
Okay, so most of the time that meant it was a focus.
Like if you look on the, I mean you can't see it because it's being covered up, but it says F.
I see the plate on there.
It says F something like 3000 or. Let me see. Oh, and you got M&Ms back there, man. Oh, dude. I can always spot food.
88 to 89 Focus 6000 is what ET50 said.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a Focus if it has a barrel jack. And it couldn't have been. They didn't use that. They didn't use that logo in '85. It would be just a regular block logo, not a pyramid. You know, I was there. Those logos didn't happen until '86.
Mm-hmm. 86 or even like 87 or
right,
88
yeah.
even.
But it's always possible, Kramer, that this might be one of the last ones in '85, going into '86 maybe. That could have been one of the first ones with the pyramid logo. There's always that. You know, I'm telling you, there's a chance. So there's always some murkiness in Kramer. There is.
Let's see.
But it can't be a Focus if it has a barrel jack. Not at all. But usually the F in front of the number means Focus. So I can understand how some people are saying it's a Focus. They might have designated that model.
Okay, they're sending stuff in. I want to say it has a... Okay, all right, there's no barrel jack. It's a regular jack.
All right, if it's a jack plate, then it's a Focus.
It's a jack plate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Focus. That's a Focus
some more
body.
Pictures in here.
I'm wondering if somebody took a Focus body and put a newer neck on it. I can't see it; it's blurry, but I can see by the number of numbers, it's definitely a Focus plate.
That looks like a pretty wide plate.
There we go. So you can see it said F. Is it 6,000?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Is that a 6? Yeah.
So what's confusing is if it is from '85, then somebody put a neck on it from a later guitar because the Pointies didn't start till '86. So it would have had a banana on that. And Focuses didn't start the pointy headstocks till later, even later than that. It was almost '87. So like in '86, Focuses still had a banana, although it was a thinner banana.
Okay.
Very interesting, though. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. And all I can tell you guys is I actually owned a few of those because I bought them. I bought them as parts, and I would slap them together. And I remember not being a huge fan of them because the bodies were so fat, if that makes sense.
Maybe that guitar was one that you slapped together.
Might be.
You never know.
That body's, well, if he did that, then who knows? But,
Open the blast doors.
Oh, I had a train of thought. Now it's gone. Here, maybe this will help.
Okay. All right. He's saying, no, I was wrong. 86, 87.
Yes, that's
is when
correct.
I got it. And so he's also asking what the body wood is.
My guess would be alder.
Say Alderon.
Alderon. Has it gone out again?
Yeah, it's fine now.
You're coming back now. Yeah.
Jeez, I hate when that happens.
Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors.
See, this isn't the Kramer you're looking for.
These are not the Kramers you are looking for. These are modern imposters.
Oh my gosh. You guys smash that thumbs up. We got 32 thumbs ups. Smash those thumbs ups. Please. Okay.
I need to type something over here so that I can get. Here we go.
Didn't you have some photos, Johnny?
I do. I've got a few things. Let me go ahead. I'll show here. I've got a couple things. I'm gonna save the best stuff for last. So you guys don't go anywhere. I'm saving some really cool photos for later. Let's see. But hey, I want to give a huge shout out to our buddy MPN. MPN sent in some photos earlier, and here I'm going to try to show them. Here we go. Let's head on over to Twitter, which looks like this. All right, here we are. Twitter. Johnny Beane on Twitter. Please follow me. Okay. All right, our buddy MPN sent these in earlier. He said, Johnny Beane, I just finished upgrading the Beretta Special with some decals and a volume knob. So, look at that. He stuck some really nice 5150 decals on the guitar.
Very cool.
Changed the volume knob right there. And I believe you can't see it, but he put more decals. He put a star here. And then you can't, if I click on that, will it show? Looks like it wants to.
Tip of the headstock.
Did it? There we go. Sort of.
What is that?
It's over here. There it is. Yeah, he put a star on the headstock as well. Very cool. MPN, that's awesome, dude. Are you here? MPN. MPN. Very cool upgrades to your guitar, man. Yeah, those are great guitars.
That added a bunch of tone just right there, I think, with the stars.
Mm-hmm. There he is. MPN. I'm trying to get it to stay still. There we go. You can follow him on Twitter. Red Barchetta
with
2112. Are you here, MPN? There you are. I see you, man. There you go. Follow him on Twitter. That's actually one of the main ways we communicate is through Twitter. MPN and I. It's pretty awesome. So right on, man. Right on. Those are great guitars, man. There you are. I see you. There you are, dude. Welcome, man. And hey, thank you for subscribing. Top Jimmy 316. Thank you so much.
So what was that guitar that you showed a picture of earlier, Robbie? Or was that you, Johnny, that had it?
Johnny had it. I was just going to elaborate on it.
What did you say it was?
That is a Voyager.
I thought it was a Star guitar at first.
Well, people refer to it as that, but the actual Kramer name for it is a Voyager.
Maybe Johnny will show us a picture.
Well, I was going to save them for later to keep people around, but... Oh, this just in. MPN needs 3 subscribers to reach 700. Is that on YouTube, man? MPN. You guys subscribe here. Let me find your channel. What's your channel? What's your oh my goodness. I'm just gonna type that in and see if anything comes up. Oh, there you are. Okay, I found you, man.
Well, if you can help, I only need 564 more to hit 700. So.
Wait, was that you? Wait, because that doesn't make sense. Wait. Where did I see that?
Oh, he's saying it was on Twitter.
I need 3 more subs to reach 700. Oh, you're saying on Twitter? Okay, yeah, those are followers. Those aren't subscribers. Okay, because I just looked at your YouTube and it says you're up to 356. But hey, let's send that out anyway. Here we go. You guys, what are you at 356? Let's see if we can get you to 357. There we go. Here's NPN on YouTube. Follow him. He's doing some live stuff. You got the live thing here. Oh yeah, you've got some streaming. Oh yeah, you streamed your new guitar and stuff. Give him a subscribe. And yeah, and as far as Twitter, his Twitter channel, which I just lost. It's over here, I guess. See, you guys, that's why I put everything in one place. For me, you just go to johnnybean.link and that'll send you to everything. There we go. Very easy. There's my link right there.
Just laughing at Megatod there. Whatever.
Let me see. Okay, MPN. Okay, here's your Twitter right here. There you are. There you go. R2R3 says, 1 more subscriber and I get pizza. I think you said that. I don't know. This chat is like scrolling. I can't even. Janice says,
it's just going crazy.
Janice says, I need 213 to make 1,000. Oh, right on, Janice. There we go. You're welcome. 1 more subscriber and I get free pizza, R3 says. That sounds pretty good to me because I'm hungry. Oh my gosh. Okay, Robbie, what's your next video you're doing?
I'm going to do Last Child from Aerosmith next.
Right on.
I'm going to speed it up a little. I'm not really into that. It's just kind of a slow kind of thing, you know? Like that. And I'm like...
Kind of like this show?
I'm like... You know?
You're going to rock it out? You're going to rock it up?
Yeah. I'm rocking it out. I rock out Miley. I rock out Carly Rae. I rock out Crazy.
Hey now.
I rocked it all out for you. My channel for you.
Right on, man. Dude. Right on. Also, the official Rob Blackmore says he needs some subscribers too.
Get in line, buddy.
Again, Rob Blackmore, I got your message earlier. I got the video. You sent me a video, and I hope you got my response. The video that you sent me that you want to use on your channel, I suggest you don't use it. because you don't want to use anything that has commercial music in it. It's not a good idea. Okay. That's all I'm going to say.
I've got a breaking news story, Johnny.
Oh, man.
It's been reported that the nation is starting to run out of beads. They are running out of beads. Patty Dill has done so much bead work lately that the nation is running short. The lettering machines are breaking down. The string to hold the beads together is running out, and people are going crazy for these beads, Johnny. And we're just hoping to God that Patty Dill can keep it together long enough to finish her bead work, because it is absolutely definitely a mission from God. Thank you, Johnny. Back to you, Kurt.
Appreciate that, Robbie. It seems like you had a really good bead on that story.
Oh, yeah. Breaking news. I just hopefully didn't break my arm when I fell over the cat before.
Oh, my gosh. Well, hey, Robbie, actually, I need to actually send you these because Patty sent a Kramer time keychain for you. So it has your name on it.
Kramer time.
Kramer time. We got that. We also have a Robbie right there. And a lizard.
Ooh.
Right there for Robbie.
Nice.
So I need to get your info, and I need to send these off to you.
I've heard those glow in the dark. Is that true?
Uh-oh. I don't know. Is that true? I don't know if they do. I mean, I haven't seen them glowing. Because every night I shut everything off here, and I sleep in the tub. And when I'm walking into there, I don't see them glowing. I don't know. Do they? She says yeah.
Might have to put them out in the sun, Johnny.
Okay, we'll try that. That's very cool. Oh, there we go. Lizard glows in the dark. Oh, Patty, thank you so much. Oh, cool, man.
I have something that glows in the dark.
Uh-huh. Oh, my gosh.
Listen, wait. Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors. That's better when Robbie says it.
Open the blast doors. This is not the lightsaber you're looking for.
Oh my gosh.
Luke, I don't know you at all. I think I have a friend that knew your mother back in the day, but
Luke, you're adopted.
I think my Schwartz is bigger than yours.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Star Wars, I think because we're going to the NAMM show this year. And Laz was actually saying he wanted to go across the street to Disneyland where they have the Star Wars exhibit there. So maybe we'll go and do that as well. It'll be cool. I've never been over there. All those years of going to the NAMM shows, I've never gone across the street to Disney. To Disney and then to the Star Wars. Although I think that whole Star Wars exhibit, I don't think it existed last NAMM, but I think previous to that it didn't exist. It wasn't there yet. Was not there.
Disneyland. I went to Disneyland once, but I was only knee high to a prairie dog. I was a tiny little tot. My grandfather waited in line for hours so I could have the front seat of the Trem. But they just built it, And he waited like that. And they had me all dressed up in this little checker suit, you know, and I got on there, got in the front of it, and probably fell asleep. Yeah. But I was there a long time ago. That was way before Star Wars. I mean, that must have been 67, 66, something like that.
Yeah. So that was Disneyland or Disney World?
Disneyland, California, IA.
Okay.
Sir.
That doesn't quite measure up there, Robbie.
Wow. Well, hey, in the chat, who here has gone to Disneyland or Disney World? I've never been to either. And I watch enough YouTubers on YouTube where they go to Disneyland. So I've seen it. I really don't need to go over there, but I think if Laz wants to go over there, I think maybe we'll go over there.
That's sweet that you're going to take Laz to Disney World.
Isn't that nice?
Or Disneyland.
Well, I think he's actually taking his friend Martin over there. His friend is coming over, and I think they want to go. So I think that's what's going on. But do you notice the new screen, Ned? I have this whole screen here is totally brand new, and I think he noticed. What do you look at that? This guy. There you go. Hang on. Let me see. Wow, you guys are actually answering me. Okay, Snow Lancer, you were in Disneyland in California. Janice went to Disneyland. Let's see. Scambot Terminator went to Disney World in Florida. Okay. Holly Lewis, Disneyland in the 70s, twice. Right on, you guys. Dan went to Disney World. Rock Daddy doesn't like to stand in line for hours. Yeah. Disney World in Florida, about 73 to 75-ish. Ryan is saying. Patty's been to Disney. Okay, I think we saw that. Megatod was there once. That's enough. There we go. Yeah, I've never been there. A lot of you guys. Oh, Han Solo is here. You went there in 65, 66, 65. I think that's when Robbie said he was there.
Yeah, I might have actually seen you. I was this little guy. I like to do handstands. You might have seen me. I was like walking on my hands. My parents hated that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Laz wants to go over there. Maybe we'll go over there this year. Maybe I don't know. Usually at the NAMM show, I mean, there's so much going on over there anyway. It's like you don't need to cross that street. But the place that I stayed was just across the street from Disneyland. So if you guys remember the live vlogging I was doing last NAMM show, I was walking around and walking, the streets of Anaheim, and you could see like the fireworks and everything from Disneyland because those things go off every night. Mm-hmm. Patty says I would have fun. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I think. I mean, at least go once, right? Woo! And that Star Wars exhibit does look pretty cool because they do have like a life-size like Falcon and everything, and they have all kinds of cool stuff there now. So, very cool. Yeah, I think I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out, I guess.
I've been to the Florida Disney World twice, but it's been years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing I really remember was Space Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
That was all dark. Cool. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
I don't know if they still have that there. Do they? Well, you've never been, so you.
I've never been there, so I have no idea.
Well, I'm pretty sure Walt Disney never played the Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. I think he's waiting on ice.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Kramer time.
All that spinning around actually reminded me, you guys, smash that refresh button on your browsers. Let's get everybody to let's see if we can get this video up to 300 views. Okay? That would be cool. Let's see if we can get to 300. Let's see how we're doing on time. We're almost we're still going.
You've killed an hour and a half, so we're good.
So you guys, refresh your browsers, please, and yeah, drop some comments. We love those comments. There you go, Holly Lewis. Everybody, do the refresh. Okay, all right. So let's show these. This is really cool stuff. Okay, you guys, my friend. Actually, let's present here first. There we go. Okay. My friend Glenn LaFerman is a photographer. Hey, S. McMillan, welcome, man. He's a photographer. He did all the Kramer ads back in the 80s. Pretty much. All the early ones. Early to mid 80s he did. Late 80s, I think David Bertinelli maybe did some of those. Maybe like the very last ones. I think David Burton. Yes, I'm pretty sure David Bertinelli, Valerie's brother, photographed the very last Kramer ads, like the one of Edward holding the Kramer Sustainer guitar at the campfire on the beach. If you guys remember that ad, I think that was David Bertinelli. But all the original ones were done by Glenn LaFerman, and he is actually selling prints of his photos. And he actually posted a whole bunch of them today, and we're gonna take a look at them. And again, these are Kramer's, and these are actually pretty rare. I don't ever. Maybe Robbie can tell us. I don't ever remember seeing a Kramer ad for this particular shot, this particular guitar. I mean, with Edward especially, I never saw an ad from this, but this was a Kramer ad photo session.
Yeah, that's a 1982 Kramer Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
Is what he's holding right there. And right now, Uplander has parts to a Voyager for sale.
Oh.
And it's Poplar too. I think the body's like $400-something over there at Uplander. Yeah. If you want to build one of those, I've never really dug the shape myself, but I can dig some weird shapes. And the guitar that Uplander's selling has a 2 1/4-inch neck pocket and a 2 3/16 banana headstock neck. The neck is a transition neck from ESP. Okay, so it's a good tilted banana. It's really good. And those guitars, Voyager, Vanguard, Condor, most of them were like that. And you needed a shim in the side of the pocket to hold the neck, tight. And on my Condor, it's similar. On the Condor, I have a shim on the side of the neck to take up the space. But on my Vanguard that I built, it was a 2 3/16 neck pocket, and the ESP transition banana neck that I put on that guitar fit tight as a frog's ass.
How would you know?
How tight is that, Robbie?
Freaking tight. Like you gotta tap it with the hammer. So I can show you. Right here.
It doesn't leak anyway, right?
I don't know if you can see the top edge there is actually a very small shim on the top edge of this because it has the wider neck pocket. I did not send this Condor to get painted by Martin Bell, okay? And this has that artist neck on it that was in the Springsteen video. But let's see if I can put this guitar down. Okay, good. Nice, stay there. But this guitar, this Vanguard that I built, this is an ESP transition neck. It has the short shelf. You can see that the nut hangs over the shelf a little bit. Dead giveaway of one of the first transitions with the angled headstock. And it's an ESP transition. You can see how the headstock is bolted on or glued on the edges. And it has a small flute. There's like no flute. It's like flat here. But this guitar with this neck, there are no shims in this pocket whatsoever. Okay? It fit in so tight, I had to tap it in gently with a hammer. And when I did that, and I put the Floyd on it, the strings didn't line up. Okay? They were not centered on the fretboard. So what I did is I filled in the Floyd stud holes with custom-made, carved-out custom-made dowels, glued them in with tight bond too, and re-drilled them so the strings would line up. Because this neck pocket is so tight, I was not going to mess with it. Most guitars, you can move the neck a little bit. You loosen the screws and you move the neck and you can align the strings. You can't move this at all. It is like so solid, it's ridiculous. And I was not going to give that up. I know there's a lot of people out there that probably would have filed aside so they could move it over. I'd rather fill those Floyd holes and re-drill them and reset this sucker in because, that's the way to do it. People just don't take the time to do that kind of thing, and these Floyd studs are actually drilled in at a slight angle because the angle to the body, you could see how much the body angles back. The body has that angle to the neck. So when you drill Floyds in your body and you have that sort of angle in the pocket, the Floyd studs have to match the neck. So the holes are going in at a slight angle. So when you're done, they're straight. And I can get it close enough to see that. There, you might be able to see it there. They're both at the same angle, but they're slightly angled to compensate for the angle of the body compared to the neck. Hitting it there.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Still on.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, my other Vanguard I have, the blue one, that has pocket shims too, and most of them will. If you're really hardcore like me, especially if you're going to send the body out to get painted, and you can just go off on it like that, you could glue those shims to the side so you'll never see them. Try to get as tight as you can, but that body, right off, it's a good.
So, okay, so you're saying that guitar has shims on the in the neck pocket, not just for the angle of the neck, but for the what do you call it? The left and right.
Yes, top and bottom, whatever you want to call them. And you'll find that if you buy one of those guitars, you take it apart, you're probably going to have a side shim like that.
Is the shim glued in, or does it fall out?
No, it'll fall out. Well, it might be pressed in there for being in there for 35 years, 40
That's
years.
interesting.
If it's been slammed in there that long, it'll probably stick.
Right. It's not glued, but kind of stuck in there. Sure. And that's why this guitar that Uplander took apart and is selling, which is rare as heck. You know, I just don't dig the Voyager shape. Not to mention how hellish it would be to find a case for that. It's hard enough, the cars I had, to find the huge giant cases to go with them. But you know, the 3 pickups and that star shape, I mean, it's kind of encumbering. It's hard enough with the Voyager with that horn sticking out, you know, and you whip around, you might hit something. But it's good for playing with your teeth. Very comfortable. Very comfortable in the air. Yeah.
Okay, well maybe we can how are we doing on time? Maybe we can go over there and look at Uplander and look at some of that. But let me just show a few more of these again. So again, Glenn LaFerman. He's a photographer. He did all the most of the actually anything like guitar. He did a lot of Guitar World covers in the 80s. So anyone from Edward, of course, to Jeff Beck, I believe, Slash. You guys know when Slash was on the cover of Guitar World? I think it was him and the other guy. Who was the other guy with him? Slash and
Rose.
No, the other guitar player. The guy that left. What was his name?
Oh, Duff. Was it Duff?
No, he's the bass player.
I know you. Fortis.
What?
Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't know what you're talking about.
In the chat, who was the other guitar player in Guns N' Roses that left? The first guy that left. Anyway, you guys, Izzy. Thank you, Megatod. Thank you. Yeah, nice. Izzy. Yeah. So you guys remember the Izzy and Slash cover. Anyway, all those covers, those are all Glenn LaFerman photos. Okay. He did all the Edward stuff in the 80s, and that's where this comes in here. So anyway, Glenn is selling. He's selling prints of these. So if you're interested, let me know. And I can get you in touch with Glenn. But these are all, again, these are all like, I would say unused. Most of these are unused photos. Like you never saw these. You maybe saw like one of these, of this particular one, in like a Guitar for the Practicing Musician issue. But I never saw a Kramer ad with Edward actually with this guitar. So, or like these either. Look at that. And that's Robbie's favorite bridge right there too.
That's a Pacer Custom 1 with the longer horns. They're squared off.
That's that Rockinger, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that your screen name on the Discord? Rockinger Robbie?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. It sure does look like a Rockinger.
Oh, it is. It definitely
that
is.
Actually might be a that actually might be a rejected body. Because that's like 82. And you can look at that headstock. You see how it's cut more than most beaks? That was one at the factory where they were cutting off the strat head because they got the cease and desist order.
Mm-hmm.
So they cut like more off on that one. Love that old logo. I'm all about the old logo. Look how happy Edward is. Look how happy he is.
Yeah. Unkard told us all about cutting those ends off the necks. We heard all that stuff when he was on the show years ago. But yeah, very cool. So anyway, these photos, you guys can actually order prints of these photos. So if you're interested, let me know. Drop a comment below, and I can get you in touch with Glenn.
I'm assuming that they're all black and white.
A lot of them are black and white. So these are all unused. Like you guys never saw any of these. But there was a session. It's actually probably the same session, with him playing what's called the Kramer ad guitar, which is a pretty famous. You'll see it here in a second. It's a pretty famous. There we go. Oh, he's doing what we called I called it the capo trick. Right there. Okay, this one here. That one. Like, that photo wasn't used, but there was a different photo used for the Kramer. It's known as it was an ad, and it had that particular guitar in it. And that was the guitar that he went on to use for the very end of the Diver Down tour.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, that looks like an ad Frankie body, and that headstock. It's got this skinnier banana, it's probably like the Destroyer neck.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
Fortunately, the Destroyer neck didn't fall apart like the body did constantly.
Like there's a huge gap on that neck pocket. Maybe he needs a shim.
Yeah, well, it's probably Eddie always wanted a 2 1/4 inch neck pocket, no matter if the neck was loose in there or not. He insisted on that. Poplar had come out of the process in '82 when Kramer was making their own bodies. Pretty much like what I demand out of that kind of thing. But I will find a 2 1/4 inch neck heel to fit. If you go back enough, you get the 1979 ESP bananas, then you get the 2 1/4 inch neck pocket. In 1980, they shifted to 2 3/16. So you would have to get a Pacer Special with a 2 3/16 neck pocket, which is the other half of '82. That's like 6 months into '82. They started to do that.
Very interesting.
What? What? You were on TV. What else do you want? I'm not bleeding enough for you? You need my blood? No? You want to play the drums again? Oh, you're going to try to build another Kramer? You scratch them up. She has that in common with Edward, scratching the guitars up.
Oh, man.
She does a pretty nice relic job, huh?
I remember one time in particular. Edward grabbed this body. It was like sparkle blue. It's like, this custom paint job, right? He's standing at the bench. He grabs this body, and he's like, starts screwing bolts into it, right? Or, screws.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing the neck plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't drill through the holes. It's there's pre-drills, and then you got to blow through the drill first, and then put the screw in. Okay, but he didn't do that. He just takes it. He takes the screw. He takes the drill, and he's drilling it in there, and it's going. It's drilling through wood to get to the neck heel, right? And I was like, right? Then he's pushing on this thing, and you hear the neck heel starting to crack. It's like crack, crack, like this. And then the drill slips off the screw, destroys the head of the screw, right? And that drill went across that body, like, oh man, it was that was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, he'd always kind of slip off the screw, put like things in dents, but I mean that body they put it back to woodwork. They had to strip it entirely down and fill the drill bit scarring, to repaint it. I bet you to this day it's still a little bit. Somebody could find that guitar; it'd probably be worth a lot of money.
I've heard that he's destroyed quite a few guitars in his day.
Yeah, especially at the factory. But like Johnny said that one time, these guitars were like millions of dollars today. Why didn't they just, why didn't they just keep them? And the thing was, like I've said a million times, Eddie was just like every other guy. Whether he was walking up to the car and talking to me before I worked there, or running into the neck room saying, backbow this thing and sand the crap out of it. Whatever it was, he was always, he didn't have any sort of aloofness at all. If we kind of liked you, if he didn't like you, he wouldn't be having anything to do with you at all. Like Rockinger, he hated Rockinger. What? You doing the parrot thing? You're not a parrot. You're not. I hate to tell you, you might be a pirate. What? Steady. Crazy. Don't attack the pillow. All right, anyway. Go get it.
That's Zora's pillow now.
Go get the bag. Go get the bag. You're going to jump in the back of the cabinet? So, I mean, really, I know it's hard for anybody to believe that, like, Edward would be, like, a normal kind of guy. But
it's not. Dude, I totally believe that because I met him. And when I met him, he was just a normal dude. And I mean, when I met him, everything changed for me. It was like just normal guy, normal, After that, I don't get starstruck at all. I think after meeting Edward, I think that's like when it was done. And everybody now, it's like they're just people. Mm-hmm. I think
it was just like he was really super cool, and he's a real cool cat. It took a lot to make him mad apparently, but that was just one of the things that he would do on a regular basis. There are guitars that he did assemble that made it out the door. There were. And I'll tell you,
so
before he told me to dress that neck that way, I was having such a hard time getting him out the door because they all get played and tested, and the one guy plays on.
So, are you saying though there's guitars that you're saying there's guitars that he built that got sold?
Yes.
Like as regular production guitars?
Absolutely.
So somebody out there could have a Kramer that was actually put together by Eddie, and you guys at Kramer, you just sold it as just a regular, like, in line as like, oh, here's a Pacer, send it out to whatever store.
I'd estimate there could be as many as 100 or more that made it out the door you did. Of course, there was probably 200 that didn't, but, and that was only when I was there. Yeah.
So guitars that he actually worked on, you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
That's interesting.
He liked it.
That's pretty cool.
Could you imagine if there was a way to track that down? Which ones were out there?
Kramer serial numbers are terrible. There was a time where they had a serial number thing, and even that was sketchy. But, so you could say, well, did this actually have this body, or is this part on this and that? But they took that down years ago. That's why when I look at a guitar, I can tell by what it is, whether it's the way it was assembled or how the pieces are put together. And I've got that one Pacer Custom 1 I'm going to send to my friend. And those screws were cattywampus in there, and they didn't drill through the body. They didn't drill through the body like they should have with the secondary drill. For all I know, he might have worked on that. I kind of had to fix that stuff. But that would be the kind of thing you look for in a guitar that might have got out the door. That he actually
a bunch of dents in the body and the neck holes.
Well, the dents on the body would probably be accepted to be repaired. And
that stuff wouldn't have gotten out. Yeah, that stuff would have gotten repaired.
Probably repaired by Dennis Klein. So one thing you could find, if Dennis Klein did the clear coat, then it's probably flaking off now. because he had like an airbrush thing to do it, and it wasn't as good as the paint, the poly in the paint booth. That was like, well, could have been bulletproof, but against that drill, it's just like, no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'm sure there are. There's Kramers out there from 84, 85, partially when I was there, 86. I can't say after I left at 86 and a half, but I'd say there might be some of those that he worked on until 88 when the head of Kramer decided not to pay royalties to Edward and Floyd Rose. That's when it all fell apart. I mean, people think it started, it was in 90, but it was actually 88. I mean, I still had friends working there. They told me all about it, And that's when you get all these, like, bridges that say Kramer on them. They're garbage, There were no more Floyd Roses. They had some stock left over, I'm sure Floyd Rose sold out his stock to different companies that were willing to pay to liquidate, but
Well, he went to Fender after that.
Yeah, he went to Fender in 91. And that's
I remember those Fender guitars, the Floyd Rose that had Floyds and humbuckers. I remember seeing all those back in the day.
Well, he was working on that Floyd Rose like I have on my custom shop. Of course, Fender had to go off and farm those out. So if you get a 2-point bridge, and it might even say Floyd Rose on it, but that might be a farmed out one. The real rare ones say both Fender and Floyd Rose on them. Those are the ones that he was working on them with. And of course, I'm sure Fender turned around and turned the screws on him. But like those bridges Strat Pluses came with that type of bridge, but it's not the same one. Tolerances are not quite as good. The saddles aren't quite the right height. I mean, I had a hard time setting up the one I had. I actually had to put 2 shims underneath the D string saddle to get the fuzz out after I repeatedly dressed it with the back. I finally got it right. So, it plays really well. It's never going to feed back like one of these monsters I built. But it can get a share of feedback. It's not like you get it from you're standing 4 feet away from the amp and you just get it. Now, if you really want it to go crazy, you got to kind of get closer to the amp with it and stuff.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, it's probably the best Fender guitar I've ever played. Custom shop, you think it would be, but I mean, from where I am, I had to do a whole lot of work to it to get it to play the way I wanted to. But I'm really extremely picky with everything. It's just I'll spend days on stuff. I'll spend 2 weeks sanding down a body by hand. Just so I don't ruin the wood. Stuff like that. And of course, with the guitar I'm working on now, not the one that I just built out of the poser parts. That's still going to be beautiful, but I've got that reverse banana from 85 ESP that I picked up, and I'm waiting for a body for that. And I want if I can, I want to get the exact body like this rejected maple sports body.
So you're saying you want to get another one, just an original or a replica of that?
Oh, no, I want one rejected from the Kramer factory, just like this one. And then
they're out there.
I know that there's one guy that was trying to sell a guitar as a grail, but it was like his uncle worked at the factory and put it together out of parts, And he's got that body. He has one of these. Although it was refinished, and he rounded off these sharp edges a little bit, and he rounded off those angles you can see the little angles where the curves are, where it's all hand done. It's pin routed, and you can see how it's not like super smooth to curve. It has a little little flat spot and stuff. And that's just beautiful. And then this guy's body does not have that because he had it refinished, and somebody sanded it out smoother, which is a shame. And he also tried to sand the sides a little bit, but being real hard ass maple, that's real difficult. So it always gonna take time to do that. But yeah, so far that's the closest I've seen, and that's pretty much unobtainable to me at this point. But I will keep looking. It might take me 4 or 5 years. I may never find it, but that guitar is not going together unless I find that body. And I found some black strap locks that came off of that Voyager guitar for sale at Uplander. So I grabbed those. I haven't been able. They have to be like the original strap locks to me. I don't really like these newer ones, So.
Right.
If you want to try to fit the Voyager, this would be the thing to do with these parts he has right now.
Let's go over there.
550 or something on that neck. It's got some dings and stuff, but it's a transition ESP banana, which is pretty rare in its own right with the truss rod adjustment on the headstock. But that's a real good neck. That's the same neck I've got on this Vanguard over here. Just this neck is like a lot nicer. It does have that short shelf, so the nut will be hanging over the edge. Beautiful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love stuff like that. Real old stuff.
Let's see. Where is that on? Let's see. You want to try looking for some of those? Is it eBay?
Yeah. No, it's look on Reverb, Kramer guitars on Reverb, and it'll come up, I believe, because I looked at it today.
Okay, that's fine.
And it should be scrolling there.
Okay, Reverb, Kramer guitars, and hey, don't forget, you guys, smash that thumbs up. Let's see if refresh your browsers. Let's see if we can get to 300 views by the end of the show. Okay, which one am I looking for?
You'll see it. Guitar body, guitar neck. I think it should be on there.
Is it a new listing?
Well, it's probably this week.
Let's see. How do you filter this stuff?
When I looked at it today, it was really close up on top. I mean, it was like 12, 15 guitars down.
Here, I'll go ahead and share. I don't see where I can really search.
Well, maybe you should just go to Uplander then.
I went to the Uplander website and there was only like 2 things there. There was nothing there.
Oh, I don't know what the heck that.
I tried it. Let's see, best match. Actually, there should be is there newly listed or most recent? There we go, most recent.
All right, hang on a second. You see these two here, that one Voyager,
the ones in the middle there,
and this V. Those are both 82 guitars. They do not have they've got they have like a flicker tremolo. He is like the ESP flicker type tremolo. But those are like both of them for 8. Well, they're saying 81. I thought they were 82, but for the price, those aren't so bad. But remember, it doesn't have Floyd Rose. It doesn't have a locking nut. But that one there, that Voyager 81 has an original Strat before the cease and desist headstock. Not that neck is worth the $1,750, but they both have the original Schaller Golden 50 pickups on them.
Let's see if we can see. Okay, so this is the Strat headstock.
Yeah,
you guys can't see it. I clicked on it and I see it. Yeah, so it's the regular. It's the Strat headstock with the regular nut.
And then the other one has one of those, like Eddie had on that guitar, the Strat head that was cut down, probably by Unkert.
A Pacer.
Well, they call it, that's one of the old style Vanguards.
Oh, that's a here. Let me show that. That's a really. I got to reshare here. This is actually a really interesting looking one. Okay, share screen. Share. There it is. Check this one out. This one's. There it is.
Yep. See how much of that headstock they cut away?
That's a much smaller beak on there than normal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
right.
Not smaller, but it's like, yeah, it's different. It's different.
I could just about guarantee that's an Unkert saw job. Wow. And it actually looks like an R5 neck too. You can see that a little bit wider. It's a little fatter coming off into the curves.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that neck ain't worth $1,600 to like buy the neck, ship can the rest of the guitar, and then send it down to Dive Bomb to make an Eddie style banana. Although it would be great, but that's a lot of money to put in, to try to do that. I've been looking for one of those, but that's too much money. But it being an R5, yeah, you can tell it's an R5 from that shot for sure. Or as Dave would say, for sure. But it's all original. Those are the go-to tuners. Yeah, this had some issues, I believe. No, it was the other one. Yeah, look at that. A fucking, excuse my language, A serial number on that. Yeah, so I mean that neck plate's probably worth, I'd say maybe $250, even with the hole drilled in it for the strap lock.
$2?
No, $250.
So what's the neck worth by itself?
I'd say that neck's easy $900. And you might be able to sell that body, also.
The case, I mean, that's got to be worth a couple of bucks.
Yeah, that's a $300 case.
Is that? Do you think it's just a swimming pool in that case? Oh, well, we can actually see. I have that same case. I have that same exact case. That came with one of my Kramer Focus guitars I got in '91.
That's a form fitter.
It says Kramer on the outside of it.
That's a form fitter, and it's in good shape too. I'd say that case is probably worth $300. These are all. I have
one right here. I have one right there.
Is it beat up, Johnny?
It's nice. I keep my Ripley in it. I've kept my Ripley in it for 25 years or whatever. Although the Ripley is currently in the armoire or the guitar armoire.
Yeah, that's a good case. I don't have any of those. But yeah,
it's a nice case.
For that money, even if you part it out, it's probably worth it.
$1,600, eh?
Yeah, see that's what mine has. Mine has the old style logo there with the Travis Beane. Looks just like that.
Yeah, I saw those two today. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, I would just want to send the neck down south myself, but yeah. Do Dive Bomb.
Let's check out that other one. I think these are both from the same dude.
Yeah, they're both from the same guy, and
because it looks like the same carpet.
He's asking good prices on them. Well, unless you were Laz, then you would send him the money, and the guy would send your money back.
Well, unless it's that same guy. Let's make sure it's not. No, it's not. It's not the same dude. So Laz, I think Laz, if you're looking to buy both these guitars, I'd advise that you you do so.
That neck there, we're talking maybe 1,100 for that neck.
Really?
Yeah, the Kramer Strat neck like that with the original decal and in good shape, I would say, yeah.
Yeah,
this
nice.
guitar has some issues though. Somebody tried to put a Strat button hole on the top back or something. Then they tried to move the hole out, so they drilled an extra hole in the neck plate.
There you go.
So I mean, that neck plate is probably worth, like, I don't know. You're lucky to get $100 with those extra holes. You can't fix that, okay? And they put the strap button somewhere else. I wasn't able to locate that. But,
I don't think it has it. I don't see the strap button on there.
Nope.
He said something about it. There's a hole where they relocated the strap button, so maybe it doesn't even have one. Who knows?
That's
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, unfortunately.
There's no strap button on that guitar. Thank you, Janice. Janice refreshed 10 times. Look at that. We're 9 away from 300 views. We just need 9 more refreshes. And we'll be at 300 views on this video. That'd be awesome. So you're saying that neck plate is useless with those 2 holes in it?
Well, it's still an A plate, but yeah, you can't fix that. That's just way unfortunate.
But it's still usable. I mean, it's still usable regardless.
Yeah, you could, but when you're building guitars like that, especially if they're old collector's items, that just torpedoes the value right there. Like I said, you could probably still sell that plate for $100, and maybe somebody thinks they could fix it, or maybe they're gonna strip the plating off it, weld the hole, sand it, grind it down carefully, and then try to replate it, which is going to be a disaster. You're never going to get it smooth enough so you can't notice it. That's unfortunate because you're looking at a real expensive plate if it was in decent shape. But yeah, you know me. I'd take that neck and pretty much get rid of the rest of it. I'd keep the pickup. I really like those old Shallers. Not that I really put them into my guitars, but they're a good pickup.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of that carpet, Robbie?
I don't know. You're the flooring guy, Johnny.
Would you walk around barefoot on that?
I would feel uncomfortable in somebody else's house.
There you go. Look at that. You're saying that price, that neck is worth that price alone, huh?
Well, not quite. Not quite, no. I would probably pay I try to get him down to at least 900 on it for, just the neck.
What is this right here, Robbie, in your opinion? What is that? It looks like a toenail or something.
Oh God!
Something. It's like we saw a toenail in the bathroom at the place where we stayed down in Hollywood. I remember pointing it out to Laz. I'm like, "Don't step on that. That's somebody's toenail."
Yikes!
Yeah, it was pretty gross. And then there was the dead bug in the bed, which we did not sleep on. Hey, Marty 5150. Hey, good to see you, dude. Welcome, man. You're gonna have to jump back on with me sometime soon, dude. Marty 5150. Check out his channel. He's doing a bunch of Van Halen tutorials and lessons. Right on, dude. Great to see you, man. Let's see. We're just checking out this carpet to see what this is. I don't know what that is. I wouldn't step on it, though.
Toenail wrapped in aluminum foil, maybe.
Yeah, somebody was saving toenails. Ew.
Did you try Uplander on eBay?
Let me see. I think I did. Oh, this is yeah, I was there. Wait, no.
That was Reverb, I believe.
That was Reverb. Now we're on Uplander on eBay. Okay, I'm there. I'm just seeing. Where should I look? Let me see. Let's share that again. I'm seeing some cool things. Although you've probably seen this stuff. 'Cause yeah, you check this stuff.
Be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got that Floyd. That Floyd is like a. Oh, that's a Jackson. All right, that's not the one I thought it was.
This one? 80s original German Floyd Black?
Right. Now that's got a 37 millimeter block, and it's got a screw-in coupling. So you'd have to get a 42 block and a regular screw-in bar coupling for it. But at that price, and that's it, you just get the bridge and nothing else. That's not bad, especially if you got the pieces laying around. It's not flat black or anything. It's not first run, but it looks pretty new, and I bet you it's in pretty good shape. And the saddles also look legit. I saw the side view of them, so that's not a bad one. If you guys are looking for a Black Floyd, a couple $100, that's kind of like a good price. That's what you'd pay a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. What is that, Ryan?
That's the beak on my Fair Warning guitar. I'm just seeing, was that other one cut a whole lot more thinner right here?
Oh yeah, and pointier too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like slightly like stubbier. Yeah, it didn't look like that.
Had much more of a point there, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. It was like a little shorter and a little fatter. A little oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was just curious what the difference. Yeah, that
was So is that an 80s guitar?
No. This one was one of the 2009 reissues.
Okay.
Gibson USA.
Okay, cool. Yeah, look at that finish. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Custom.
Look at that. Do you play a lot of Fair Warning on that guitar?
No, none of it.
It'd be weird to play anything later, I would think, on that guitar with that graphic, although I don't know. Let's see. Is there anything you can remember within these listings? I did see some pretty cool things. Like, let's scroll down.
All right, let's see which.
There's an 85 banana here.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the banana I'm talking about. But that is not a Lucido. That is an ESP transition neck. It's got some things on it, but yeah. That's a real good neck. Any of you guys out there? I think Donald asked about where I'd go for a guitar neck in one of the chats. And if you're out there, Donald, that's the neck you want right there.
That's the one you want.
That's like the ESP transition neck. It's worth every penny of that. And he might even go down.
It's worth every penny. You remember that?
I think he said he's not accepting offers. I thought he said he wasn't accepting offers on it, so maybe that's firm. But yeah, that's that would be what I would get if I was going to get a banana. Then of course tilted, because non-tilts are like, really hard to find. Originals, preferably. Yeah. Well, the body should be there too, Johnny.
Let's see. So you're talking the body from that, like that whole guitar?
Oh, there it is. You see that? No, go back. Right there.
Oh, it's a Voyager?
That's it.
So that's the body for that neck right there, a Voyager?
Yes, it is.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. That's very, very
And it's made out of poplar.
I'd be very careful jumping around with that guitar.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
poke your eye out, kid.
I can never think straight, I mean, I do the Vanguard and the Condor, but that was just a little too much for me, and the 3 pickups, but that is a poplar body. That there is a poplar body, and that's a beautiful thing. It's going to sound really good if you guys like to play through tube rigs.
Oh, and who doesn't?
Yeah, that's a fair price for that too. And if you bought them both, you could put it back together. Just remember, you're going to need that side neck pocket shim. Like I would say, 95% of the Voyagers, the Condors, and the Vanguards had that side shim to make it the 2 3/16 to the 2 1/4 neck pocket.
Right.
But if you just got that neck, if you're going to make if you wanted to like get a Beretta body, like an older Beretta body from '85, that neck heel would fit perfect in there, and that would be a beautiful thing. But yeah, wow, you found it, Johnny. To me, those are the 2 hot rod deals on there, That I don't think that's going to last long either, especially be a poplar, because that's the wood. If any of you guys out there are going to build like guitars and you want like an old Kramer, that's the thing to be. Now I think it has I believe he has the round string retainer for that, but it's not an R5, so it's going to be a shorty. And of course, we already saw that other banana neck. He's still got that one up there. That's the sports neck there.
This one we saw before.
Yeah, we saw that last week. That's the sports neck with the Lutheran joint. And I was saying, you could tell by the banana. You see how skinny that banana gets on the end?
Mm-hmm. That's
definitely sports. Not only that, but it has the Lutheran joint, and it never got out of the factory because after the glue separating on those Lutheran joints, they were really strict about not letting any of those out. So that's a fire sale neck. But it's still holding together, so maybe they used the right glue on it. But it being a sports neck, you're not going to get those strings slammed like I do on all my guitars. You're going to have to adjust that truss rod. It's going to have a whip in it. And once you turn that, if you dress the neck and back bow it first, so the neck is perfectly straight, but the relief is sanded into the frets like Edward, told me to do. Even doing that, you're still going to have to adjust that truss rod. Because when you adjust that truss rod, when you create relief for the entire neck, it's raising both of the ends. When you curve that neck, both ends are coming up. The last of the frets are coming up, and the first of the frets coming up when the neck bows. And you have to raise the strings. If you want action that's like, 30-second, that ain't going to work. Granted, for most people, that'll be fine. For most people, if it's a 30-second or, a little higher, it could be, I think, what's Fender's thing? Like, I think they actually do 3/16 on their setup, which is ungodly high for me, but, if you're really particular and you want that lowest as you can possibly get action, you're not going to get it. But like somebody that little bit of a difference doesn't matter, that would also be a really nice neck. And it's beautifully flamed too. But that's why that's a fire sale neck, because they would have let those out. Now, some of them did get out. Some Lucido necks got out with like a strengthening tab on the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those actually got out the door, but that's the way Kramer was crazy. Stuff might get out the door, just like all the special orders with maple fretboards, And Ed would, like, if he came in to visit the factory, if he was on tour and he flew in from wherever, which he would do a lot because he loved it at the factory, and he saw something like that, he would ape shit, So they tried to get all those custom orders out of the factory when he wasn't there. There was a lot of like behind the scenes stuff going on where people would call. Yeah, people would talk to people, say, well, I want this guitar or I want that guitar, and they'd like build it, try to get out the door. There was a lot of that going on.
So custom guitars.
Yeah, but they were like custom guitars, but like maybe the head of Kramer didn't know about them, stuff like that. There's a lot of shady stuff.
So guitars that are possibly like out there somewhere that somebody has, and they I mean, technically, I guess if they had it custom made back in the day, then it's a normal guitar to them. But a bunch of these Kramer fanatics, that could possibly be something that would be highly collectible.
Oh,
possibly.
For sure.
Yeah, for
sure. It's all about the knowledge. It's how much do you know, and I was lucky to be there.
For unlawful Kramer knowledge.
I was fortunate enough to be there to know, and that's what's helped me build the guitars I have, just because of what I knew, and all the way down to what they were made out of, and what to use, and the whole thing about Seymour Duncan and winding that pickup for Edward, and that's how that's a big part of my sound too, the capacitor, everything, every part of the guitars I built, it's all wrapped around playing through the tube amp. So, that's all, and that's what Edward was doing back then. This is before he left Kramer. This is back when he was, playing Marshalls. You know what I'm saying? And not like JCM 800s. I mean, like tube Marshalls, Plexis. The amp I'm
looking for a pen. Do you have a pen, Robbie?
Yeah, I got a pen. It won't help you any, though.
Yeah,
I could virtually.
What's that bug on the ground? Hey, Ned, what is that? That's one of those.
You sure it's not a toenail?
No, because it's walking around. That's one of those pincher bugs.
Like an earwig?
Yeah, and he actually brought a rat in earlier and ate it in the bathroom. I didn't say anything. It was actually something was actually eaten in the bathroom earlier.
Wow, he loves you, Johnny.
Well, he ate the whole thing. He didn't share, so.
Well, my cat tries to eat me, so.
An earwig? Is that what that is? We got to get that thing. Here, let's find something else for you to talk about real quick. I gotta get this thing. I gotta get this thing out of the house. What do you think about those nuts, Robbie? Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay,
take it away, Robbie.
That's a focus nut, and that very well may be one of those low-profile nuts that I'm so crazy about. Because you could slam your nut really down, and
that's what I've heard.
That helps the action tremendously. Because if you're not skying, you're not going to be able to get your action down, even if you have a good neck. So that's where it doesn't matter. Once you get past that little bit of tolerance, then it doesn't really matter. If your neck's high, if your nut's high. If you don't back bow dress so you could slam that nut down. It's not going to matter. You're going to have like high-ish action. It's not going to play as good. But that may very well be one of those low profile nuts. I actually have one. He will measure it for you. You can message him and ask him if the base of that nut is little less than a quarter inch to the V cut on the G and D string V cuts on that neck and on that nut, and he'll know exactly what you're talking about, because I've gone over it with him many times. So he's very familiar with this stuff, and the lower cut nuts are great. Now, there's a lot of people out there that'll say, well, you could just file your shelf lower, and that is true. You can, or if you might try to mill it. And Kramer did mill deep shelves. That was their way of doing it. They wanted them all milled too deep, so you had to use a shim underneath the locking nut. Of course, I don't agree with that whatsoever. I had to mill these shelves, and I had to install these nuts, and I heard it from them. If I had one that was just perfect, they would say, oh, no, and it has to be this height. And they would take out the thing and say, well, it's got to be this net height. And it was way too high, So when I could build my own, you better believe it. There's not going to be any shelf, unnecessarily filed away. I'm going to file it to exact. And the nut is so close to that fretboard, it's just barely over the V there. It's barely above, it's just barely above that fretboard. It does not have to be like, 1/16 of an inch above the fretboard. That's kind of a lot, You could get it a lot lower and your guitar will play better, And that's why I like the lower ones, because if you have especially a guitar neck that doesn't have a shelf in it at all, like if you find a ESP 79 banana, they didn't have Floyd Rose nuts in 79, so you gotta cut your own shelf, and that lower one will help tremendously, because then it's less material to take off. And another thing, just for cosmetics, if you're even with the fretboard and that nut is the right height, that looks good. If you got a mill below the fretboard into the shelf, it looks kind of goofy, in my opinion. That's not talk.
You're talking about this 1980s Kramer Focus R2. This first picture we see here.
Yeah, that may very well be, because of the early 80s, all those nuts were lower. And also, if you have a Fernandez, Floyd that has the humpback nut clamps, those all have the shorter, the lower profile nut too.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh.
And make sure you tighten those Allen keys tight. You don't want those nuts swinging.
And everybody remember from last week, the R stands for right-handed.
Oh yeah. And right and left-handed are different. Ryan pointed that out. The grooves are slightly different, so, which I really wasn't aware of. So that was very good, Ryan.
You can't just flip them over.
Can't just flip them over, although it'll probably still work. But it probably won't work as good.
Yep.
Wow. Let's see.
Whoa.
Okay, I think where are we at on time? I think let's do one more thing here, and then let's do
plenty of time.
Laz actually went and saw that movie without me, so but I told him, don't tell me what happened to it. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna see it myself. Okay, this would be interesting. Actually, Marty is actually saying, let's check out some. He's saying there's some EVH stuff on what do you call it?
Stratosphere.
Stratosphere. Let's actually search some of that real quick.
Yeah, I pulled it up a minute ago and I was just looking. There's a bunch of parts, a bunch of bodies.
Ooh, I'm excited. Let me see. How do we do that?
Bunch of loaded bodies too.
Newly listed. Wait a minute. What's different here? Let's see. I'm trying to find their store. How do you spell that?
Let me. Can I just give you a link in Discord?
Yes. I just have to jump over there. By the way, you guys smash that thumbs up.
There you go.
Smash those thumbs. I'm freezing. It's so cold. It's like 38 degrees out here, which is insane.
That's Arctic for you people in California.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Because we leave this kitchen window here wide open because it's right above the stove, the oven, and everything. So I get that Arctic air.
You mean like, is that like Arctic white?
Yes. I think it is.
1982! 82 for you, 82. Non-tilt.
All right, here we go. All right, featured. Which should we look at? Newest? Looks like it's the same. It didn't refresh at all. Okay.
Speaking of refresh.
Yes. Refresh, you guys. Refresh. We're what are we at? 40, 50, 60. We can get to 400 views tonight if we try. Just keep refreshing the videos. Okay, let's see if we can find anything. I don't know. What did you see? What did you think that looked cool?
I saw some bodies that were loaded with pickups, and I was kind of scrolling through to see if I could find like a Japanese body or a Chinese body with USA pickups in it. See what it could snag that for. But I hadn't found that yet.
You're not going to find that. You're not going to see that stuff ever again.
You know,
no, that was you had to be on eBay. You had to be on here searching that stuff 8 years ago to find any of that stuff.
You know, a guitar player can dream, right? I mean,
well, most guitar players are dreamers. There's so many of them. Yeah. No, you had to be on here back in the day to really to get any of that stuff. I was able to get some of that stuff back in the day, which I'm saying 7, 8, 9 years ago. Nowadays, no, you're pretty much gonna find what's going on now. The made in Mexico stuff, the Indonesia stuff, which is what it looks like this all is.
Well, I did the Wolfgang Wednesday live, and everybody in the chat thought that the USA Wolfgang pickup sounded better than the Mexican made. Which I've always said.
Let's see.
But but now I have definitive proof of at least 3 people that were there watching.
All 3?
All 3.
I was there.
I was there later. I was there afterwards, after the fact. I saw the notice, and was listening while I was driving.
Sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah. Let's see. So here's some cool stuff.
There's a Purple Days 5150 series neck there.
Wow.
So you could get a facsimile of a banana neck for your Kramer.
Right. That's the Hamer. Here's another Hamer. Well, Hamer shape.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like a little victory for Edward, you know. He wouldn't let him have the Paul Unkert shapes. He made him actually buy the entire Hamer company just so they could have a banana headstock on the 5150 line. So, good for Edward.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all the more recent. Yeah, I think this is the only stuff you're going to see. I mean, for a while. I mean, until they come out with newer stuff. And then you're going to see this guy tear all that stuff apart. And you're going to see all that, you know. So now, eventually...
Those signature models that are going to be made in Japan, I wonder what... will those have U.S. Wolfgang pickups in them, or they have the Korean made? I guess we shall have to wait and see.
We'll have to see. I don't know. I can actually find out.
You would think if it's called the signature model that it would have the... I'm hoping they do just like they did with the other Japan-made ones. All the U.S. parts just put together elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about Fender here.
Okay, yeah. So this is all pretty much regular. I see a lot of this stuff, the standard, the Mexico special stuff.
Marty's asking, where's the Frankie pickup made? Do you know, Johnny?
The what?
The Frankie. If it's the Frankenstein pickup, that's made by Seymour Duncan now, isn't it?
Well, if you're going into Seymour Duncan Custom Shop, they have a Frankenstein pickup, which is becoming very popular. It's the Alnico 2 magnet with a hotter wind. I think the wind is like 15 or 16 or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like what these local people are getting when they used to get the 78, like I love so much. They turned the 78 into a production line pickup, but you're not getting the staggered windings, you know, the .024 wire, the staggered windings make a big difference, you know. Suppose there's still an Alnico 2 magnet, but no, I still like the custom shop by Marcelo Juarez.
Now, if you buy the Stripe series, Frankie, if that's what he's talking about, then that has a Wolfgang pickup in it, made in Korea, I believe.
Korea or Mexico, I guess.
Well, I think all those, even the Mexican-made Wolfgangs, that has a Korean-made pickup in it.
It's the Korea, okay.
Yeah, when you buy the replacement pickups now that come in the boxes, those are all, they say, made in Korea on them. I don't think you can get the USA pickups unless you buy a USA model, which is unfortunate.
I'm just looking at some stuff. That's interesting. What side am I on? Snow Lancer. This is eBay. This is Stratosphere parts. Stratosphere. They've been tearing apart guitars for for years. I might have got parts from him back in the day, but again, those were Chinese parts. They weren't these ones. You could get the stainless steel necks, the stainless steel frets and everything back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my day.
Speaking of stainless steel frets.
Oh, cool.
Probably the best thing I did for this guitar so far, other than the paint job.
Wow, awesome. Very cool. Very cool stuff, you guys.
So the pricing that he has on this stuff, is that a deal? I mean, you've got a neck, and then you've got a body, and then you've got pickup, and you got a Floyd. So if you were to buy all the parts, I mean, wouldn't it be cheaper just to go buy a guitar?
It depends. Well, I'll answer before Robbie does. It depends on which listing you're looking at, because he changes them up. You see, some of them is just the body, some is the body and the Floyd, some is the body and totally loaded, where all you need to do is buy the neck, and slap it on.
Mm-hmm.
There's all different. Well, just for these two right here, you can see one is just the body, but it has the screws. The other one here is the body with the Floyd and the screws. See. And then if you keep scrolling, you'll see that same one, most likely with, totally loaded with everything, or not. But I mean, you can look at say like, okay, those are the same. Well, sort of. See, out of these, the one in the middle has no pickup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. You look at these right here. So you've got
no knob.
You've got a loaded stripe series. What do those go for brand new?
Now?
That's not the 5151. So that's what, no. $1,400 guitar.
I mean, I think they all went up. All of them.
Did they? Just recently?
Past couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
I think they all did. Everything went further up.
Okay, so that one's loaded. That one's loaded with the pickup and the Floyd and a D-tuner for $750.
Well, you got to figure that's the farmed out Fender version of Floyd too.
Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, it really a deal to buy the body here, and then you buy the neck from the guy, and you've ended up spending almost much as you would for a brand new one.
What gets me is the sheer number of these. It's like the guitars I deal with don't freaking exist, You're lucky to find one.
Yeah. I guess you just search through the haystack and you could find a pretty good deal, I'm sure. Or if somebody really wants one and they can't afford a new one, you can buy pieces here and then put it together at a later time. So I guess that's...
a little bit of money at a time. That way you can afford it, yeah.
Or somebody that wants to put different pickups or maybe even a different style Floyd on it. So I guess I see the draw for it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And he does this. I mean, it's not just the EVH stuff. I mean, this store has everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything Fender. I mean, all and this is a lot of this stuff, depending on what it is. You got way more. Like, look at this. You got a loaded Charvel. $1,200, and that's with no neck.
Where's your cha-ching?
Hey, where's Laz at? Let's find their Jeff Beck stuff.
It just doubled in price yesterday.
Let's find his David Crosby model guitar.
Oh, jeez.
That totally went down in value.
Are you gonna look up Frank's Gear Garage?
No, I'm not. I'm not shouting out that guy. That guy's a weirdo. Actually, I looked at the thing yesterday, and it was just that one guitar. That's all that was there.
Wow. And I mean, really, Johnny, that guitar is not all of that. You know, I said that yesterday.
You're just saying that because it's not a Kramer. Come on.
Well, you know, my experience with Fender is well documented.
Mm-hmm. On at least 3 Johnny Beane shows.
And, you know, I saw the video of the factory. They all coming off the same CNC machines. And it don't matter if it's EVH, Fender, Jackson, Charvel. You know, it's just the same parts.
Well, you know, for that matter, you can say they're all coming from the same tree.
Well, technically, I was there. I did a walkthrough of the entire factory, and they're not coming off the exact same machines. They have different machines in different parts of the building. That I can tell you. But yeah, this dude has all this stuff. And I check it out.
You wonder where he gets all this. I mean, is this like music stores that have burned down, so he buys the stock that they had left? I mean, where do you find all these?
I would assume this. I'm just guessing that this guy probably has an actual store, and they get you know enough of this stuff in where he just tears you know a bunch of it apart. Although that wouldn't. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the chat?
Obviously, he's making money somehow, so it's well worth his effort.
Well, this dude's been doing this for years. Like I said, I mean, I've been familiar with this eBay store for at least 10 years. At least.
So you're very good friend, the stratosphere.com.
Well, we're not that. I have no idea who this is.
Right.
But Majestic PB&J Cat says Stratosphere is a legit business. So I'm just assuming this guy like has an actual store and he gets enough of the stuff in, and I don't know how that would work. I mean,
it almost looks like he orders it all from the factory and then tears it apart to have that much of it.
I mean, he's got so much, or we don't know who this is. I mean, they have so much of it.
Mm-hmm. New stuff too, 2022.
Oh, this is all new. I mean, yeah. I mean, new as far as, current. But this is all new guitars. I've never seen him sell anything. They sell anything used. Like you look at this stuff and you're just like, wait a minute, this was a brand new guitar that was totally torn apart.
Mm-hmm.
And wait a minute, they have 5 of them.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yep.
That
must be what he does. He just buys a bunch and then just rips them apart.
G. Butchnoff is saying, Johnny Beane, I always thought it was B-stock stuff. But the things I've ordered have been quality stuff when they arrive. Oh, yeah, it's all total brand new stuff.
Well, I guess there's maybe a lot of people out there that are like Robbie said that Ed was. You build him a new guitar and you hand it to him and he goes and takes it apart and then puts it back together. So I guess a lot of people like to put stuff together with tweaks and feeling of accomplishment afterwards, I guess.
Well, some people take stuff apart and never put it back together, though.
Yeah. I saw some guy had a Fernandez or something that happened to. Rest in peace, Fernandez.
Yeah, we're calling it the Fernandez.
The Fernandez. The Fernand was.
I'm calling it the Megan. That's horrible. I hope Laz is not watching this. Because he has a wrench. Look out.
Maybe it'll motivate him to put that thing back together.
Hey, Laz is a good guy, man. He's really good people, and you know, he doesn't take our joking seriously. So
yeah, he knows we're messing around. I was in his chat the other day. He saw the comment and he was like, "Okay, Ryan, you need to calm down. The Fernandez will be back together." Of course, then he did go on for 15 minutes explaining why he hasn't put it back together. So maybe he feels a little guilty about it.
That didn't stop the avalanche of comments, but
I missed that part. Or wait, was I there for that? Was that the one I was on? Because I have no memory of that. But
yeah, you were there. What was that?
I was there. That was yesterday. If that was yesterday.
No, I think that was over the weekend. It was Was it Sunday?
The Sunday one?
Yeah, I don't know.
There you go. There's the Buddy Guy strat. Yep. I don't know. I think it depends. I can see some of this stuff being a deal somewhat, especially like you're saying, if you pick something up now and then wait a while, and I don't. But then again, this is all brand new stuff. None of this stuff is used. I mean, as far as I would think. A lot of great stuff. Great things, right? Where are we at? 369. Can we get a few more refreshes? Can we get to 400 views? I think we can do it. I think we can do that. Since my short only got 2 views today.
Let me log into my troll accounts.
Marty, have a great day, man. We got to catch up soon, man.
See you, Marty.
Let's see. All right. So that's interesting. And you guys are asking about a giveaway. What can we do? Almost done with this. I don't know. I do have some guitar picks here. We can do. And yeah, you guys are asking about those cards, those postcards. I'm doing those on a Tuesday. You got to be here on a Tuesday to possibly win an autographed. I'll go ahead and play the stuffs to win a card by either this guy. You guys, Steve Rosen. What do we have here? We got 78 people watching.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Nice. Where are you people? You should have been here. I can't do this by myself.
Right on. Can I get this is Steve Rosen, you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Hey everybody, this is Steve Rosen, you're watching Johnny Beane TV. Hey!
Yeah. Thank you, man. Or you can win a card. Actually, they're both autographed by the same guys. Or this guy.
Hey folks, Niels Lozauer here. Check out my good friend Johnny Beane TV.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let me do one more. See? We're good friends. He even said we're good friends. He even said we're good friends. Hey, Jay Turner. Hey, man. So you guys, if you guys want to win one of those, you got to be here on a Tuesday for exclusively Van Halen. Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. We had a great show earlier this week. Well, it was mostly me because Dane left. So I had a great show earlier this week. And friends for 10 years. Janice, you saw that. Oh my gosh. See, Janice, you guys, look how Janice knows everything. Yeah, I got one of those friend anniversaries or whatever on Facebook today. And it's funny because it's with Niels Lozauer. And as I told you guys, I met him years ago at a NAMM show. And I mentioned to him, hey, you know, we're Facebook friends. And he turns to me and he goes, I don't know any of those people. None of those people are my friends. That's what he That's what he told me. Yeah, Janice, you saw it. There we go. Yeah, Janice saw that. This was today. Well, this was posted to Facebook today. There we are. This was 10 years ago? Well, it says friends for 10 years. We're friends for 10 years. This photo might be 2014. Wait, that's only 9 years. Okay. So, anyway, we're friends for 10 years. There we are. Oh, look, it says we're live. We're live on Facebook right now. I always tell you guys that. There we are. Look at that. That's right. And so I see him, what, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? Down in Hollywood. And I mentioned to him again, you know, I told you we're Facebook friends. And you guys saw it in the video. He's like, yes, sorry about my internet. He's like, oh yeah, you know, people wish me happy birthday on there. And I look at the names and I'm like, I don't know them. I don't know them. I don't know them. He's like, I don't know any of those people that are wishing me happy birthday. He's a funny dude, man. He's really cool. So again, if you guys didn't see the video, I think it's Book Soup. There we go. Oh, there it is. Actually, Nightbot has it there already. Check it out. Check out the video from, I guess we're going on a couple weeks ago. There it is. Stephen Rosen, Niels Lozauer, Tone Chaser, Van Halen book event. Yeah, that was the 9th. Is that 2 weeks? Oh, well, about a week and a half ago. Almost 2 weeks. Almost. All right. So check that out. So okay. So we're gonna give away. Let's do this. Let's spin a couple times. I've got a couple guitar picks here. Right there. We'll give these away. We'll spin twice. Okay. So we have this. It's on the Max Grip EVH picks. USA. We got that one. So that's a Frankenstein. And then we have the Shark as well. So we'll give both of these away. And I don't know why my internet sucks right now. I don't know if you guys can even tell.
As Milli Vanilli would say, blame it on the rain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my internet's freezing. I can see it. It's like I'm like, okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna spin. Let's share. Yeah, sorry about my internet. Hopefully the lights stay on. We've had enough power outages for a while. Okay, we got the Notes app. Let's see. Winners. Giveaway winners. Here we go. All right. The first spin is for the Frankenstein pick. Right there. And this is brand new. These are brand new. You guys can get these and you can play, and they're brand new picks. All right. Tuesday Watch, Johnny Beane TV. That's right, Patty. Thank you, Patty. All right, here we go for the Frankenstein pick. The winner is... Strider Tiger, Frankenstein guitar pick. Congratulations. All right, so all you got to do is you got to text this phone number, 415-952-3263. Text that number, and I will send it. So there you go. Everybody's saying congratulations. Congrats. All right. Next up. What was that? Okay. Is somebody yawning? Okay.
Is Megan sneaking up on you?
Oh, there you are. Yeah, text that phone number. And thank you so much. It's always great to see new names in here. All right, next one is for the Shark guitar pick. Again, brand new. I'm assuming that's a .60. Yes, it is. .60 guitar pick. There you go. Brand new. All right, and the winner of this pick is... Make sure to refresh your browsers. It might give you a better chance of winning, I heard. Megan told me. Oh, I gotta get it. There we go. Han 36 Solo. Who I heard...
May the force be with you.
I heard he shot first. Or did Greedo shoot first? What's your opinion on that? 0812. I mean, that's a big topic.
You know, they've altered that in the movie. From time to time.
Where he moves or he shifts really quick.
I think Han shot first.
Han Solo Shark guitar pick. You think Han shot first?
I do. What about you, Robbie? What's your take on it?
I'm not really familiar with it. Sorry.
You've never seen Star Trek?
Oh, God.
Han Solo is not on Star Trek.
Ding, ding, ding. Robbie wins a pick.
He might be.
I don't use a pick.
Oh, that's right. You play with your teeth.
Yep.
Anyway, Han Solo, if you're listening, 415-952-3263 is the number you want to text to get your Van Halen Shark Max Grip guitar pick. So text that phone number. Okay. Right on. That's awesome. I'm trying to think, actually, because I do have the original version. I used to watch the original version of Star Wars back in the early 80s. We had what's called a video disc player that we got for Christmas or something one year in like 82. And I saw that. Anyway, I've seen the original version of Star Wars a billion times. And I'm trying to think. I think Han did shoot first, actually.
I think
because he shoots, and then Greedo, you barely see him shoot, and then he falls, I think. Although Robbie's falling asleep, so we can talk about this another time.
The shirt says Kramer. Does not say Fender. Just saying.
It doesn't say Star Wars.
But we're talking about Han and Greedo.
Oh, I'm still in a coma from the stratosphere, John.
Well, just wait, man, because he's the one that's going to be selling a ripped apart Kramer that you're going to want at some point.
I don't know.
I'm sure he's holding on to that.
I've never seen him sell any, vintage Kramer stuff from like 1982.
So you have been to a site before.
I bought a guitar strap from him. I needed a different strap.
Was it vintage? New old strap? Was it new old strap?
Based on. I needed a strap I could adjust for longer to play the Condor and the Vanguard. Because where I got my strap for the regular guitars, it's nice, feels comfortable. So I use that strap on the Vanguard and the Condor, and it's like up here. It's you can't. Well, Vanguard, you gotta be. You gotta be able to move, you know.
I wonder if he sells a Yngwie Malmsteen Tiger guitar strap.
Oh, I'm not really.
Oh.
It's like the kind of strap that I got with the custom shop. But at the custom shop so long ago that the fur stuff, because that was a lot better strap. It's a lot thicker. It's made a lot better, you know. But the fur stuff, it had like I don't know, lamb's fur or something for the shoulder piece, and it's all like falling off and stuff.
Lamb's fur.
The rest of the strap, I just have it kind of wound up in Zora's lounge. So she
lamb's fur.
Sometimes she chews on it, and that's good. If she chews on something else than me, I'm happy.
Okay, wait a minute, Robbie. Okay. Ah, dang it, these stupid websites. There we go. Wait a minute, Robbie. So you're using lamb fur for your guitar straps?
No, that's what came with the custom shop when I got it in '96.
It came with lamb fur?
It came out like yeah.
Oh, wait, but they don't have to. They just shave them,
right?
They don't have to. Okay. Okay, I was feeling bad for all the lambs that were getting taken out for their guitar straps, but strap is for what strap?
You got a better strap back then. You know, Stratosphere. They're kind of like an official Fender kind of thing.
Look how soft that guy is, man. I mean, I'm sure he stinks, but look at his head too. Oh, I mean, I'm sure he smells really bad, but
is he slamming nuts?
Oh no. Okay, R2. I'll show that now that this is happening. R2 sent something earlier. Okay.
Are you gonna go? You gonna make me go get this strap piece so you can see it?
Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it.
It's a lamb one?
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Okay. R2 sent this in earlier.
Of course he did. I'm the mean king. Oh.
Dirty deeds done. Oh my gosh. Complete with the sound effects. Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Dirty deeds done with. Robbie, I know what your next cover song is.
I'm not doing that one.
Robbie's like, I am not doing it.
Your poor lambs with the strap grows back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're just taking the back strap.
Oh, look at that. Smash that thumbs up for that baby lamb, you guys. And look at that. We only need 10 more refreshes. We're at 400. 10 more. That's all we need. 10 more. You guys, how many people are here? We got, most people left, but you guys, we just need you to all I ask, all I've ever wanted is 10 more refreshes on your browsers. And if you don't do it for me, do it for the baby lamb.
Yeah, that's Pulp Fiction that Dakota is saying there. Be a lamb, would you?
Yeah, be a lamb. Be a lamb, please. Hear that? That's the sound of the baby lamb. What is that, baby lamb? Refresh 10 more times the browser? Okay. All right, you got it.
I may look like a baby lamb, but I'm anything but a baby lamb.
Oh. I never laughed so hard all week, but at these JB live nights. I hope you're laughing with us.
Yeah. Some are laughing at us, I'm sure.
Oh, no. Thank you. All we need are 7 more refreshes, and this baby lamb gets to go home. Right, Robbie?
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. Where'd you get that? Oh.
You see this?
Is that, wait, that's the underside of that baby lamb. Wait, wait a minute. That covers that middle area.
This is the Fender Custom Shop strap that I got in '96, and it also has this, strap piece that goes through that. And you can see how, I mean, the buckle's nice. The leather's really thick. All in all, it's a lot better quality. Except, like I said, this stuff's coming off of there. I can't seem to find anywhere that they could like redo this piece. Because it's all coming off, right?
Oh my goodness!
So
why is it yellow?
I bought this from Stratosphere, supposedly made in the United States.
Stratosphere?
And you can see how thin this is. How thin this is. This is what
not much baby lamb meat on that strap.
That's what I got from Stratosphere. And look at how thick this one is. I mean, you could you talk about Pulp Fiction. Well, that guy with a ball in his mouth, you could tie him up with this.
Oh, I never saw that movie.
Really?
Really? You got to at least see the section where Bruce Willis goes in there to, he's selecting his weapon to go in the other room to save the ball guy. And,
can I watch that on Netflix?
Probably, yeah.
My new phone came with the Netflix app, but we deleted it.
It's he picks up a chainsaw, he picks up a samurai sword. It's funny. He keeps changing his mind to what he's going to go in there with. So I'm using this Stratosphere cheapo strap, which is made in the United States, but it's nowhere near as good as this. And I can't use this because it won't fit through the holes. I guess I could make it work, but Zora likes it. Zora likes it in her lounge.
Keep talking. Wait, keep going.
Oh, brother, what's going to happen next? But I'm kind of disappointed in this because sure, '96 was a while ago, but it just
looks like a piece of French bread with that looks like some sort of Texas toast kind of.
I got some Texas toast in the freezer, but I shouldn't eat it. I mean, it's got the Custom Shop logo on it, these big buttons.
Custom Chop?
And this one doesn't have squat, But it works. I actually, to get this strap on the guitar, I've got to sit down and with the guitar and get the strap pieces on before I come in this room to record with it. You can't just stand there and put it on. At least I can't. I can't stand there long enough to hassle with this to try to get it on, the crazy shaped guitar and stuff. And
incoming breaking news.
Oh, breaking news. What do you got there? What's the story, Ryan?
It turns out that Pulp Fiction is not on Netflix. I'm not as good at this as you are, Robbie, so back to you, Johnny.
I don't even have Netflix anymore because I deleted it. Okay. Let's say that strap again, Robbie.
Chat's asking if that came from Adam and Eve catalog.
I couldn't even find the material to try to repair it. But it was a good strap back in the day, but oh, sorry. You know. That's my experience with Stratosphere. I bought this not so great strap, but it works.
He might start wrapping it around his neck here in a minute.
No.
Starling, do you still hear the lambs?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, look, he's got those little toes and stuff, but then, yeah, he's got those little toes, too. Okay, a little lamb. Oh. Oh my gosh.
How are there 34 people still watching this?
Look at that one. Oh. Oh my gosh, Robbie. I don't know if I could use a guitar strap made out of lamb ears.
It's not made out of ears. Screaming? Are they screaming? Are the lambs still screaming? Cerise? Clarice?
Well, I never saw that movie either, so I haven't even seen Megan yet. Laz did though.
What are you doing, Zora? Don't attack the pillow.
All right, how we doing?
Pillows.
Look at that. We got our 400 views.
Yay!
You guys.
It only took 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Smash that thumbs up, you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Wait, don't leave yet, actually, because we need to say thank you to our channel members.
Wow.
Oh, and Zora. Look at that. If anything, smash that thumbs up for Zora. Oh, look at that. And thank you for everybody posting the cat pictures for me this morning. Those were precious. Thank you so much, channel members. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Oh yeah, where's the music? We have music here. I wrote this like 10 years ago. Totally forgot about it. Works perfect for this. Thank you, channel members. You guys are awesome. Continued support of the channel and the shows. And thank you again to our newest channel members. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Saturday Night Live, where it's basically the same show but worse. No, we have more fun on Saturday. It's more loose. We can talk about more Star Wars. Robbie will be here. We'll be talking about more Star Wars and Rio stuff. Who shot first? Right?
Tomorrow night, we can play. We get crazy. It's Saturday.
Oh my gosh. You know what somebody posted? Somebody, you know, we talked about this recently. Somebody said that they saw this commercial again, and that guitar is now just black. There's no stripes on it. So it's possible. Yeah, they had the stripes removed.
Got copyright strikes.
No stripes for you. No stripes for you.
That's right. All right. You guys, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
All right. Johnny Beane TV. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Cody Van Halen, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV.